Oh my god, what the hell? This music as well? Go to warp? So this is like a new character again. It's one of those things where like sometimes I could look at these because there's like no like context that it's not really a spoiler, I guess, you know? But in this context here, all I see is just like this really like cool like magical girl music in the background, and then this magical girl looking at me right now as well. They always have really great designs, don't they, in Honkai? Always. What a way to start. What a way to start with this new character. Very, very cool. Oh, with the wink as well. So this is, oh, we have quite a few gems. Okay. This is Serene. Really cool character design. She reminds me of like a magical girl, right? Like that, you know, like a magical girl animes and cartoons and stuff like that too. Very, very fun stuff. I actually have like so many like stuff like saved up like in terms of gems, and to be honest, I haven't even been logging in every day. This is just like from them giving me stuff because of missions. Like that's all it is, and I haven't checked this in days. So this is gonna be here for 35 days. There's also a banner here as well. Oh, so it's one of those banners where there's gonna be like 4 different characters on the banner. Is that correct? So how do we check this again? I'm always worried how to check this, guys. Is it L3 or is it? Oh, it's just like this. So they have Hyacinth, which is a cool character design as well. We've seen her before. We have Casterus, who we've always also seen before. Another cool character design as well. So these are all characters we've seen before, apart from the character on the top. Okay. Cool. Okay, very cool. Tribby was like a really fun character. We've used them before. Casterus is very cool in terms of the design as well. I love the purples mixed with the white. Again, color coding is never a problem here in Honkai Star Rail. Like, they always get it completely right. And then we also have Hyacinth, who has like a very adorable design too. But like I always like say like, you know, pink and red, like for some reason in my head, maybe it's just like from like other things, I'm always thinking like maybe it won't work. It's worked with this now, and it's also worked with March and her like alt outfit too. So I think it like all works out pretty well. Yeah, I haven't logged into Honkai Star Rail since the update. I actually played the last 2 episodes before the update happened. So I haven't been like in the game whatsoever. Since like the game updated, because I wanted to look at the animation with you guys and like, you know, go, you know, because it's one of those situations where I actually can look at the animation, because there's no context. It's not really a spoiler, I suppose. But yeah, in terms of like my reaction to this design, I suppose, I really do like this. It reminds me of like a magical girl, but she has like a very heavenly presence to her, I guess, at the same time too. So it is like a mixture of like a magical girl concept, like with the hearts in the hair, the really pretty outfit, even like, you know, the music in the background as she was like warping in, I guess. And also like there's like a heavenly angelic aspect to her as well. These character designs, as I said before, like what I thought of them before when I saw them as well for the first time, and we saw them here again. This is really cool. It's like a photo card, you know? It's like a photo card, honestly. Very cool stuff. And then we have this one, which is great as well. The designs on these like light cones are always great. Okay. And you can see here it says 15 days, because I was like, man, that's not a lot. 15 days and 35 days is like a really weird bunch of days. It's because I haven't logged in since the update. I really haven't. They still have the Fate stuff here, by the way, on the banner, which again, we could wish for this character if we wanted at any point. I have one wish for this, which is crazy that I only have like one like standard wish. We might as well just like use it, right? You know what I mean? Well, might as well. But yeah, really cool way to start off a video, having this new character and these not older characters. I haven't met them yet in the story, but these characters that have like a really neat design as well. Yeah. Do I watch this? No. Okay. It's nothing. Okay. I was like, what is this? Okay, I don't know if I should read this or not. What I'll do is I'll like scroll down so I have it here like this so I can read it if needs be. It looks like I have to accept the letter. Okay, so we're gonna meet that character at some point too. That's fair enough. Again, it's one of those things where like I'm not gonna ever feel bad whatsoever at all in any way, shape, or form ever in my life for trying to avoid spoilers. It's never gonna be a bad thing because it takes minimum effort from me. You know what I mean? To do it. Like, it's literally like the matter of like, okay, I won't look at this for a bit. It's fine. It's totally fine. But yeah, I have no problem being a bit like, oh, is that a spoiler? Because it's better to be safe than sorry. 100%. I love this playthrough. I love this game. I love living in this game. I love like being a part of this game. I love being immersed in this game. And I'll continue to play it the way I want to play it. And that's the way I'm sticking to it. Okay, so we're still here after our training with the new alt outfit, which is absolutely incredible. I haven't got a chance to level up, but as I said, I logged into the game because I wanted to see that animation with you guys for the first time. I heard there was going to be an animation as well. So let's go talk to Yanqing.
Let's go. I'll give you a tour of the Skysplitter.
So happy to get a tour. Yeah. By the way, my name is Calvin, also known as Robert. This is my first ever playthrough of Honkai Star Rail.
A lot of other visitors have also come to catch a glimpse of the Skysplitter.
Fan favorite, by the way, this guy. You know, understandably so.
What's up, Mr. Jiaoqiu?
I love when they say it again because it's one of those things where I'm not very good at pronunciations all the time, as you guys know, but it's Jiaoqiu. Jiaoqiu. We can do Jiaoqiu.
No, it's nothing.
If you're something bothering, you got to say it. We can help.
Do you see that airship in the distance? That's the Skysplitter, the venue for the war dance ceremony.
That's actually a really cool idea, like a tournament on like a ship. It almost reminds you of like Battle City, like the tournament on the blimp. The final 8 on the blimp.
It doesn't look all that impressive from this distance.
The Skysplitter is actually
look, this is how it works.
a decommissioned military vessel. People aren't allowed on board until the war dance officially commences.
That makes it very special, right? That makes it very special, the idea that like you can only go in here at one point.
Tomorrow, when the bell rings and the ceremonial cannons roar, I'll be there representing the Cloud Knights of the Xianzhou Lafu. Standing in the ring, ready to take on challengers from all over the cosmos.
You can hear in his voice as well when he's saying this. He has such like a like it's like an honor. You can like, and the voice actor like who was voice acting for Yanqing, like, you know, played this perfectly. You can see that there's like an excitement, there's an honor, like in their voice. Like it's like the breathiness of it, the kind of like energy that's like almost like overflowing, I guess, as well.
Since I was a kid, I've been training in swordplay and the art of war under the general. Every day, I'd swing my sword 10,000 times, and then thrust it 10,000 times, repeating the process over and over.
That's actually like such a crazy training regimen, right?
I understand that I'm not like other kids. I never envied the toys and freedom they all had. I never found sword practice boring or hard.
Yanqing, you wouldn't even need to say. I love that we're hearing about this, like how you like had this perspective of like the other kids as well, which is such an interesting thing to hear. Like how he was aware that he was like different. He was aware that like the other kids were doing something different, and they were playing with toys. But like, there's no doubt in my mind that like, even if you didn't say that you didn't feel bad or find it boring or whatever, I genuinely know you love sword fighting. It's like a passion of yours.
Even in the thick of battle, facing down savage abominations, I never felt scared.
He is really like, you know, I think Yanqing is like the type of trainee that you would hope for as like a sword master, right? For sure.
Each day, I could feel myself getting stronger and stronger, and I racked up countless victories. It's the best feeling in the world.
I can only imagine.
But then, I faced a really tough opponent. And just one slash shattered my confidence into 1,000 pieces. That's when I felt true fear for the first time. Maybe that's what Mr. Jiaoqiu meant by life and death hinge on a singular moment. Every idea fades into nothingness.
I think this is either he's talking about the stuff with Blade or Jingliu, right? I'd say more Blade than Jingliu, right? Because with Jingliu, I feel like he still had some confidence because he was able to deflect an attack there. So I would say Blade and more than anything, right? Maybe just like, we've seen him fight quite a few times. But I'm really happy that he's saying this. And like, in fact, he's talking to Yunli and Xiao for this as well. It's really, really cool, and it's very open and honest about this too, and I think that's a really good step for him also, because he's gone through a lot since then as well, for sure. And it's, talk about that feeling fear for the first time, how like, you know, winning all the time felt so good, but then losing made him feel kind of scared. He said life and death hinge on a singular moment, every idea fades into nothingness. And I think like this one line here is like the idea that like, I guess if you talk about life and death hinges on a singular moment, this is something that Jingliu was talking about as well, in a way where she said that, you know, if I'm attacking you, I'm not going to try and use my sword unless I know I can use that sword to like I'm not going to do any wasted motion. It's going to be one sword slash and you're dead. That singular moment, that one time. And again, in this context, it's like, yeah, you could die within a singular moment. You could live within a singular moment. That split second decides whether you live or die. So interesting.
After that, I had to pick up the pieces and try to put myself back together. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't seem to find my old happy self again.
Man, this is like so open, and I'm very proud of Yanqing for talking about this openly. I really am.
I often ask myself, why do I wield my sword? If defeat is inevitable, why do I continue to fight? Is it to reclaim the joy of victory? To meet the general's expectations? Or to secure my honor among the Cloud Knights?
The shakiness in his voice here as well. The voice actor's so good. Yeah, no, like legitimately, like this is like so good. This is so good. And the idea here of talking about like the idea of like, why do I fight? What's the purpose of moving forward? This is such an important thing for Yanqing's story. 100%.
While the general could teach me the art of swordplay, he couldn't teach me why I should keep on going.
Right.
He said the reason must come from within myself.
I love that aspect.
I've been struggling to find that reason.
I feel like that's so okay though, right? You're so young, and I think Yanqing doesn't like to see himself sometimes as like being so young, but like he's such a prodigy and so good at his young age that like I feel like there's gonna be plenty of time to figure that out, right?
But after talking with you, Mr. Zhao Cho, I think I already have that reason in mind.
Oh, really?
As a member of the Cloud Knights and the General's apprentice, I've had a weight on my shoulders.
Yeah, 100%. That's a big thing to live up to.
Shoulder.
Yeah. There's like, it's such a big weight on your shoulders, 100%.
But when I wield my sword, it feels like I'm letting go of everything. I love the feeling of giving it my all.
Love that.
Facing any obstacle in front of me. Pressing forward.
So he says he feels the weight of being, like here he's saying like he feels the weight of like being the general's apprentice. It's like, it's a big deal. Like people look at you differently. People expect things of you differently. You know what I mean? Even like, let's be honest here, like even when he was like going against Jigliu, she was like, you know, also kind of bringing that stuff up as well. Like it's a big thing where like, it's like you are the general's apprentice. And it's the same thing in like any type of profession or anything like that as well. If you're like the son of, if you go into like say, this could be a bad example, but if you go into like a car salesman car shop and like your dad was the best salesman in the company and they hire you and they're like, oh, expecting big things from you, Johnny, you know, you're like, yeah, sure. Like that can be like crippling to the point that like, you know, you're going home every day thinking to yourself, man, like did I live up to my dad? And in this case, it's one of those things where I feel like the weight on his shoulder is like, you know, living up to not only the name of the general, but also having to put like since the general is still around, it's also like having to keep the general's like honor intact and keeping the whole like the whole perception of the general intact while he's still the apprentice of the general. He holds so much weight of the general's perception as well on his shoulders as well. And I love here he's saying that, yeah, like when I'm using the sword, I feel great. It feels amazing.
That's why I wield my sword.
That's awesome. So he wields a sword because it feels amazing. It keeps the pressure off him. He feels like he can do, like it's very freeing. That's awesome. That's such a great feeling.
Oh, Yanqing. So young, yet so grown up. By the way, how old are you exactly?
He's 3 apples tall.
Age doesn't really matter. All sword masters will understand how I feel.
Again, there it is. Like he doesn't want the age to come into it. He just wants the idea of him being a sword master. But he is 3 apples tall, if you must know.
I get it. Looks like all the kids on the Luofu live tough lives. So, how about you, Miss Yunli?
She's 1 apple tall.
It's not polite to ask a girl her age, no matter which Xianzhou ship you're on.
I love her. Like, she has such a biting personality. She's so funny.
I'm not asking your age. I'm asking if you have a dream like Yanqing has.
That's what I thought as well, because I was like, is he asking her age as well? But yeah, actually, like, I would say Yanqing's like 2 apples tall. She's 1 apple tall. March, 3 apples tall.
You don't talk like a cook. You sound more like a TV host or something.
Everything she says is like, it's like, it's just like she's cooking her dinner and she's putting all the ingredients in. Oh, I forgot the snark. Put it in there. And we love it. We love a snarky character.
Need I repeat myself again? I'm a healer.
I do love his outfit though. I do think it's great. They're making me a believer in red and pinks in Honkai Star Rail, honestly.
Well, I don't have a dream like Yanqing does. The only reason I'm participating in the Ringmaster's Challenge is because I made a promise to my grandfather. I want to win the precious sword he's contributed to the war dance.
Okay, so there's a promise there, right?
Sounds like that mind of yours is just filled with swords.
Filled with swords. So now we're learning as well that like there is like, because at the start they kind of give you like they start off with Yunli having this like perception that she is like, you know, so in tune with her training. She's so further ahead than Yanqing with this stuff. And they showed off Yanqing's faults, and then they showed again like how Yunli has some faults where she's too overconfident. She believes that Yanqing is kind of worthless, and that was probably gonna be her downfall again. And then I feel like they show once again with Yanqing, they show like all this weight on his shoulders, how he feels about like, you know, being the general's apprentice, and that pressure that it brings with it too. And then like they go back again and they show that Yunli here like has not really like a passion for herself, but more like, I mean, she probably does have passion for herself, but the way she perceives the way she's doing things is like, I'm doing this for my grandfather and to make him happy, which is again the opposite in contrasting Yanqing, which is like almost like his job is what he does to keep the general happy and make the general proud. His sword fighting is for him, you know?
I bet you've got nothing better on your mind.
I mean, Yanqing probably thinks about swords as well, but I think he more means the kind of like spiritual aspect of it.
My father was a craftsman on the Xianzhou Juming. Because of his foolishness, many innocent people fell victim to the cursed swords he forged.
Oh, you serious?
Since I was a kid, it's been clear to me that not everyone deserves to have a weapon in their hands. Giving them a sword is no different than being cruel to the innocent.
Interesting. That's actually so smart. That's so freaking smart. This is such a great sentence. It's 2 sentences, I should say. Yeah. Some people shouldn't have a weapon in their hand. In fact, I would say most people. I would say 99.9% of people should not have a sword in this game. 100%. And not only that, but like, you know, you can relate that to real world stuff as well. It's like, you know, it's usually a lot of cruel people that end up with the weapons, you know?
So, whenever I come across someone unworthy of a sword, I can't help but want to take it away from them.
Interesting.
Given that Yanqing is the war dance ringmaster, I'm stepping up to challenge him. To ensure the precious sword doesn't fall into the hands of an unworthy
This is so
master.
great. I'm not saying it's great that she's saying that he's could be unworthy. I'm saying it's great that like she says like she doesn't really have like a big lofty dream, but like this like makes me like respect her stealing of swords even more, because like it's actually literally just like when she says it's cruel to like the innocent to give someone who doesn't deserve a sword. It means 2 things probably: that they can't protect the innocent if they can't use a sword very well, and also at the same time too, it also means that they could use as someone who's bad with the sword as well, or someone who doesn't deserve a sword could also use a sword to hurt the innocent. So it's the lack of protection for the innocent and hurting the innocent. And she's not like, and actually like makes me like so amazed by her character even more, like adding another layer there as well, that her taking Yanqing's sword is actually something that like goes from being like, hey, just give the sword back, to being like, yeah, give the sword back because Yanqing actually does deserve the sword, but I understand your reasoning for taking it. And also at the same time too, I'm kind of like, that's more of a noble effort than you think it is, Yunli. Because again, she's talking about no dreams or something like that as well, but it's like, yeah, you don't have a dream, but like, I respect that idea in your head that you are already so young and understand that not everyone deserves to have a weapon. That the innocent get harmed when bad people and people who don't deserve to have a weapon have a weapon. That's so forward thinking.
Hey, what do you mean by an unworthy
She's just
master?
testing you, and you will show her that you were worthy of that sword 100%.
I see. It's not easy for kids on the Juming either.
How is it that like in this game there's so many people who have like such like either warmongering minds, they have like really like, you know, warped minds, or they have minds that like are all about like, you know, taking or something. There's characters like that in this game, but then like some of the most mature ideas that have come from this game are from 2 kids on the Xian show who like legitimately like I can't really fault the ideas in their heads of like it's actually such a great thing. Like I want to keep my master happy, but also at the same time too, like using this sword makes me feel free. I think that it's such a like beautiful thing to be able to like have something that makes you want to move forward. And then on the other side of things, you have Yunli, who like says the thing where it's like, hey, bad people and unworthy people don't deserve weapons. And it's like, man, can we just have them speaking at the Cosmos press conference where they speak to every faction?
Well, it's better to have a reason for wielding a sword than to be lost and confused.
100%.
I've saved countless Cloud Knights in my life, and there
This
are
is so
plenty
great.
of exceptional warriors, just like the two of you.
Is he reminiscing about that stuff?
What happened, Mr. Zhao Cho?
Oh, nothing. I was just reminded of some old friends
So
and old tales.
it stopped him in his tracks for sure.
Judging from my professional perspective as a healer, both of you possess remarkable vitality. Your energies flow like raging fires and mighty gales. The upcoming fight will definitely be impressive.
I mean, accurate, right? Like I think like it's one of those things where like it's so beautifully saying this, but like I feel like they do have like a very like they have so much energy, they have so much forward motion. You can definitely get that from these characters.
Well, we've seen the Skysplitter and toured the Stargazer Navalia. I guess it's time to say goodbye for now.
Okay.
What? You're leaving already? But you haven't asked me
Oh.
about my dreams. I've been working hard too, you know.
Yeah, ask March.
It's getting late, Miss
Hey!
March. Unlike you lot, I'm a grown-up bound by responsibilities and duties. The tasks entrusted to me by the General won't complete themselves.
March is you realize what responsibility? You know what March just did? You know what March just helped with on penacony? Come on, buddy. March, what's your dream? Tell me now. Tell me what your dream is.
By the way, Yanqing, is it normal to have so many people wandering around in an automated area like the Stargazer Navalia?
Like I said, by the way, Zhao Xiao has a very open and forthcoming vibe, but he also has that air of mischief about him. So I've no doubt we're gonna get more lines like that as well. You know, like the hey, unlike you guys, you know.
Actually, this is a restricted area. But since you're all guests, I made an exception, so you could take a look around.
Wow, Yanqing, pull him some stroke.
I understand. Well, I'll take my leave. I wish you both the best of luck in the ring tomorrow.
Man, that fight's gonna be crazy. See ya. Instead of reading this, I just said see ya, which is crazy.
Seriously? I just spent so much time thinking about
Aw.
my dream that he didn't even ask
March,
me.
say it anyway.
Now that
Ask
we've
her!
done our tour of the Skysplitter, shall we continue with our training?
Someone has March your dream right now. I swear to God.
Why don't we take a day off?
Rest is important. Oh, you know what you could do on your day off? You could ask March your dream.
What? You want to secretly practice swordplay by yourself?
Dream on.
Oh my God, the little bickering still.
You know cramming before a fight never works out.
Rest is so important. In any sport, it's so important.
For some reason, seeing the Skysplitter has boosted my confidence. So, I've decided to conserve my strength for tomorrow.
Yeah, I kind of got that energy when he was like, he felt so honored as he was looking up at the Skysplitter. He got a boost of confidence from that for sure.
All right. I'll take you out of the Stargazer Navalia.
What's your dream? March, they said it. March has joined the team temporarily. No problem whatsoever. Like Kafka's not even here. Do we need Kafka? Probably not. Maybe. I think we do. But it's okay. Yeah, like, I don't know, like, I'm not going to hold against, like, the two kids for not asking about the dream whatsoever. Like, you know, I love this outfit so much, by the way. It's so great. Such a great alt. And, yeah, you just get to keep this alt, which is so awesome. But, like, would want to hear what March's dream is, 100%. But, yeah, that was an amazing scene. That was a really fantastic scene. They did a really good job with that. I feel like it was something that we got to know Yunli and Yanqing even more, but also we got to, like, get a little bit hint of Zhao Xiao's feelings on all these things going on. And also, like, you can see a hint of something from his past that is obviously, like, crowding his mind as well. Something to do with, like, past wars or battles and things like this, too. So there's a lot there. And it was just a great scene. Really fantastic scene. I'm really excited to see what they're going to get into in terms of, like, their fight. Honestly.
Just shut up, Red Fang. This is not a beast ship. I need some time to take care of
Oh, you doing crafty dealings?
You willingly donned the skin of a lowly beast to join this mission.
What?
Dedicating yourself to our glorious cause. And now you're telling me you can't handle it? Do you realize how many ships we need?
When someone says glorious cause in any game, I'm like, you're bad. Let's get him. Let's get him.
I'm doing my best, all right? It takes time to figure all
Oh,
this out.
they're really angry. They're like talking through their teeth.
When the guns go off tomorrow, all eyes will be on it. That'll be our only chance.
Oh, so something is planned for tomorrow. Of course there is.
How's that? Who's there?
The general's apprentice, the other general's apprentice, and a trailblazer. Actually, the general's apprentice. Let's be honest. The general's apprentice, I should say.
Who are you guys?
An impromptu inspection. Why are there outsiders loitering in Stargazer Navalia? And a bunch of kids at that.
Excuse you? Do you know who you're talking to? You're talking to, like, not even joking. It's not even, like, hyperbole. You're talking to, like, 3 of the most important people on this region right now, on this planet, on this ship.
Hey, kids. Didn't your parents ever
Oh
tell
my
you
God.
to stay away from the Stargazer Navalia? I know it's an automated facility, but it doesn't mean you can just break in and do what you want.
He's literally talking to, the 3 of, like, the most important people on this whole ship right now. In terms of, like, you know, like, reverence. I don't mean that any one life is more important than another life. I mean, like, in terms of, like, you know, what they've done and, like, their what's the word I'm looking for? Their reputation, right? Who are you calling kids?
First of all, I'm an adult. Second, I didn't just break
Tell him,
in.
March. Tell him.
Yeah, we flew here on a star skiff. Like, whoosh.
Like whoosh. Like whoosh.
Well, I'm not trying to tell you off, but this place is off limits to the public, you know?
Well, how about lower the tone? I'm not trying to tell you off. Like, what? I'm not trying to be angry. Dude, calm down. Leave them alone.
Big sis, let's go. I want to play and ever hunt planes.
How about we get them? She's noticing something here that he's like playing along with this, that they're just kids.
Ever hunt planes? Yeah, sure. The big sis will take you
Yeah,
there.
if Yanqing's doing this, like 100% I'm playing along too. 100%. Yanqing has stood up to some of the scariest people in this game, you know what I mean?
Ha! You should have let me.
You guys are so angry all the time. What do you want, sir? Hot dog, please. Okay, bro. Like, Jesus Christ, calm down. I present to you this award for outstanding achievements in the workplace. Thank you, boss.
Shh, the overhaul is done, and everything looks good. We should leave.
They're angry about everything. Yeah, Yanqing totally knew what was going on there. Yep, 100%. If Yanqing is going along with it, we go along with it 100%. He's 100% capable of stuff. And Yunli noticed how, like, he was doing something too, which is really cool.
Could you repeat what you just said, Yanqing?
What did I say?
Big sis, let's go. I want to play an everyone play.
Okay, that wasn't the tone, but I love that she's, like, playing along with this now, or playing up to this.
Come on. Can't you read the room? Something is definitely off about the 3 people we just met.
100%. And again, like I said, 100% trust Yanqing if he sees it this way.
Yeah, anyone could see that. I just wanted to hear you say it again.
100%. You know, she was like trying to play up this to make fun of him. But it is like so like great like direction from this game too to like zoom in on Yunli's face because she totally realized, oh, like Yanqing like is doing something here, you know?
That pink-haired fox tried to say something. I'm pretty sure he sensed something fishy. Since he's not familiar with this place, he just dropped us a hint. But you didn't seem to be paying attention at all.
I knew that from the beginning.
I love that they're like fighting over who knew what. The Cloud Knight didn't recognize Master Yanqing. Yeah, that's a big deal, right? Because that's what I was saying. Like, look, it's Yanqing. Like,
That Cloud Knight didn't recognize
Yeah.
Master Yanqing at all. That's really weird.
he's like a high-ranking official. We saw him literally at the start of this mission, like ordering people around.
What? Is he famous on the Lavu or something? Not even the Cloud Knights on the Juming, who all know my glorious name. might recognize my face.
I know, I'm just going on the fact that, like, since this whole time, like, every time Yanqing has gone anywhere, people are like, oh, it's the general's apprentice.
You have a point.
Yeah, not everyone's gonna know your face, but, like, I assume that, like, you know, if you know the general, you're probably gonna know the apprentice.
A Cloud Knight, a member from the Skyfaring Commission, and
In my
a
opinion.
craftsman. They're from various departments, and the reason for the overhaul seems legit. But one of them blurted out some weird language just now. Did you hear that?
What do you mean weird language?
I have a feeling that if we secretly tail them, we'll definitely catch these guys in the act.
I'm following you. Ends of the earth, let's go.
Follow my lead, and be careful not to blow our cover.
I think what's so great now as well that you know, Yunli is also going to get the perspective, you know, because she always, like, she you know, had a perception about Yanqing, but I think now she's going to get a different perception as well, where it's like, Yanqing is actually, like, you know, doing some, how do I say it? Like, Yanqing is actually, like he's good at his job. You know what I mean? Again, we always talk about the idea, like, of,
Never mind who they are. Let's just film them.
we always talk about the idea of, like, you know, when you go, like, you go to, like, when you go to, like, work, or when you're going to someone's work, let's say they're working, like, a cafe or, like, a restaurant or something, and, like, they're like, oh, just wait there for a second. I'll be done in a second. It's your friend who's working, and you see them, like, doing, like, a lot of really official, important stuff in the restaurant, and you're like, man, my friend is important. It's like, with Yanqing, it's like, wow, Yanqing's pretty important, you know? During the mission, more conditions need to be met to complete the photo shoot. Required objectives are listed in top corner photo shoot. Love this. Absolutely love this. When all the photo shoot requirements are met, you can press the shutter to complete the shoot. Try and meet all the requirements you can. So this is something that, like, I love in games. The idea of, like, it reminds you of, like, there's, like, a mechanic in Bully, I think. Take a clear photo, so a 4x zoom. Yeah, I love this. Like, and again, it makes it more dynamic. The idea of, like, having to, you know, follow someone and stuff like this too. It's a cool mechanic. Really cool idea. It makes it more involved, right? It makes you feel like you're part of it.
Those lowly beasts.
Oh my god, they're still angry. Do you take this woman to be your lawfully wedded wife? I do. I love her.
Those little brats won't take up much space. There are boxes all over this place. Just dump them into one and no one will notice. Cut the theatrics.
Did you say dump them into the
Even
boxes?
The slightest slip-up could interfere with Lord Moktalk's plans.
Moktalk. Am I reading that right? Did he literally say dump them into the freaking... What's wrong with you guys?
So where are we heading next?
To check the freight skiffs. We've got a lot of preparations to do. Also, don't forget to take those crates with you. Weapons, supplies. We've got to be well prepared. Otherwise, we're screwed.
So their master is Moktalk. They're planning to do something during the actual event tomorrow.
So, are they smugglers? What?
I have no
I didn't mean to
clue,
skip that. I'm so sorry.
but they seem to be moving those crates. I've got an idea. We can hide inside the crates and follow them.
I'm up for it. Whatever. Again, follow you to the end of the earth. Let's go. These crates are heavy. Taking advantage of the temporary absence of the group, you cautiously approach the crate and crawl inside. But I'm not making fun of the voice actors, by the way. I know they're going for, like, more of a darker tone. I just think it's funny how they sounded angry, like, in every single sentence they had, you know? But yeah, they're going for more of, like, a hushed, angry tone where they're at odds with each other of their mission or whatever, you know? I get that. But I just think it's funny that they sound always angry.
Ugh, so cramped in here.
So cramped in here.
I can hardly breathe.
Just hang in there.
Yanqing thinking on his feet, by the way, with this stuff, too. Once again showcasing how capable he is. You hear footsteps back and forth beside the crate. If someone were to open this crate at this moment, they would certainly catch you in your ridiculous hiding position. Fortunately, that doesn't happen. The floating mechanism at the bottom of the crate is activated. You feel it begin to drift slowly forward. What's kind of nice about this, though, is if we get caught, we have March, Yunli, and Yanqing, like, you know, we can fight everyone off. Like, they're donezo in that way. After what feels like an amber era of holding breath in silence, you hear the sound of the crate touching down.
Let's just put the cargo here for now, all right? Then we'll move on to inspect the ships. Lord Moktalk said that as soon as we're done, we're to board the freight skiff and leave this place. Don't worry, I've changed the shipping schedule. You two, come with me.
Is it just me? I keep smelling that stench of lowly beasts everywhere we
Lowly
go.
beasts? Is he talking? Who's he talking about?
Don't be so paranoid.
He's not talking about the beast at the start of the episode. Was it the Borisin? Was that what they were called? The departing footsteps sound like a signal prompting you to breathe a sigh of relief.
Looks like they're planning to escape on the skiffs in Stargazer Navalia.
Yeah.
They keep talking about their plans, but where do they come from? And what do they want to do on the Xianzhou?
It's definitely something on the actual ship, right? Or like during the event.
They're definitely
With weapons,
up to
too.
something bad. Wait, they disappeared. Let's catch up to them.
So how do? Oh yeah, I see now. Yeah, I was like, because you've done this before, I
Tread
think, right?
Softly, breathe quietly.
Oh my God! Look at this
Make sure
spy
to
march.
Keep an eye on them. Hide out of sight as soon as there's any sign of activity.
This is really fun. I like that they give us like a bunch of different avenues to hide as well, so it's not too bad. Like this is actually like really, really intuitive. It's nice. Honestly, with how angry they are, I could follow them anywhere. I'd find them anywhere, you know? Okay.
Don't be so paranoid. We're running out of time. Get over here.
Jesus, man. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe they are trying to just be angry all the time.
Shuhart, I'm coming.
So they got something serious planned if they're talking about weapons, though, right? For sure. For sure.
They're leaving. We should catch up to them quickly.
Just getting, as I'm going by, I'm gonna get into position as much as possible, so like we don't get like, you know, so we don't get caught, but also at the same time too, we are still following them. Okay.
What are they up to? They're all wearing official uniforms, but I'm pretty sure they're not members of the Skyfaring Commission, the Artisanship Commission, or the Cloud Knights. This is way too suspicious.
Clearly has something planned here, 100%. You know, and they probably took those outfits too.
Never mind who they are. Let's just film them. That way, if they do anything bad, we'll have solid evidence against them.
Oh my God, March like doing the detective novel stuff as well. Solid evidence, you know? I love it. She's so excited. This is her thing, you know? It's her passion. Yeah, this is fun. It's very involved. Like, it makes you feel like you're actually doing something in the quest as well, not just like having the picture taken for you. I actually like that.
Look at this. A freight star skiff with enough room to fit at least 20 of my men.
My men.
I'll let the others know and have them prepare more star skiffs. Once we're past the checkpoint, there will be beast ships waiting for us.
Beast ships. So there is it the Borisin that they're talking about? Because that's the only beast I can think of in this episode that we've talked about, or this chapter, or this whatever is the Borisin.
Lord Moktok is ready.
Have we?
The revival of our ancient bloodline all hinges on this operation.
The revival of a bloodline. What are you doing? What bloodline? What bloodline are you talking about?
Just say beast ships.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's such a good way of them finding out there's someone there.
It's those brats! I told you to get rid of them, but you didn't listen.
Try then.
Idiot.
Try. Do for Lord Moktok.
Wipe them all.
They are Borisin. Oh my God. That's so cool. Again, I love how they dropped that there, right? I love that. So the Borisin can actually become people as well, and that they're trying to revive the Borisin bloodline? It's Borisin, right? Am I getting that wrong? It might be like something else. I might be just getting the name wrong. But I remember, like, you know, that was the only beast we had in this whole episode. So they definitely dropped those trails. You know, the beasts, like, oh, the like revival of the beasts or beast ships. I can still smell the beasts. But maybe actually, like, you know what though? He said he didn't like the smell of beasts. So I wonder if the Cloud Knight and these guys see like humans as beasts, maybe. And see, like, or maybe even long life species of beasts, so maybe they see beasts as different, possibly? Very cool, okay. We're fighting some Borisin.
Borisin?
I could take
But it's Borisin and humans. Asusa? Okay, so let's go again. I love, like, I cannot wait to, I'm gonna be leveling up March tonight, by the way.
This battle is unavoidable.
I'm actually going to be getting into leveling up characters a
Evildoer.
lot in the next while with
I underestimated you.
What team do I have here? Oh, is this the Sushang team? Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Yeah. Is it? No, it's the Jingliui team. It's the Jingliui team. Sorry.
Allow
Got
me
mixed
to
up there.
see you off. Don't get cocky now.
Which is still a good team.
Master, have some
I
tea.
love that so much. I love it so much. Let's do an
time is
attack match as
now.
well.
Lend me
Why
your
not?
strength.
Skills pop.
So great. I love the kick into the smile, by the way. I'm not doing fast forward right now because I still want to see more of March's moves as I'm doing this, if that makes sense. I kind of like still want to like, once we see the ultimate once again, I'll be happy to do fast forward again.
To guard and defend. Crush them.
Yeah, the Borisin stuff is so interesting, especially with the, what was the name of the beast again? I forget the name of the beast. It was like, yeah, I won't even try to remember. I'll let the game tell us again. It was the beast that they have locked up.
So, give up yet?
I'm sure you guys know for sure.
The time is now. Lend me your strength.
I could take 10 of you.
Yeah, tell him. Tell him, March. I suppose you can fast forward until the actual ability itself.
Receive divinity.
Keep patching me up.
Again, I want to see March's move, so we're not going to do that.
Ready to shine.
Yeah, we can go for now.
Time to show you what I can
Look at this.
really
I know
do.
she thinks like thinking of D-ting as well.
Azure Dragon.
It's so
White
good.
Tiger, eating less cows. Watch this!
And look at her smiling as well. So good. It's such a good move.
How is this possible? How did these Boxians change their appearance?
So that's just something you like Borisins aren't known to do, I guess. Because I thought it would be. I was about to find out that Borisins can change their appearance, but it looks like it's something that like no, they can't do that.
They're not Foxians at all. They revealed their true form. They're Borisin, just like the bandits I defeated on the
Borisin
IPC ship.
bandits. So they're trying definitely like to get closer here to the Xian show.
Wait, that means
The Borisin have infiltrated the yeah, I think that's probably like the
Well, how did the Borisin manage to infiltrate the Xianzhou?
It's not just a simple disguise of wearing our clothing and shaving their whiskers. They're somehow able to alter their appearance to be indistinguishable from
Yeah.
Foxians.
No, I don't know. I don't want to like put characters in a box now. Like the whole thing of like, you know, like saying Borisins are just like aggressive or whatever just because they're like wolves or something like that. But like I think actually now with the growling of a wolf makes more sense with the character. But then again, even the Cloud Knight was pretty angry too, so I'm not gonna say that as well. But like I was thinking like maybe like actually makes sense that like, you know, they had a growl to the voices, they were like talking to each other. And if that's the case, then like, you know, it was funny at first, but then it's like, wow, the voice actors like actually did like a really cool thing, you know?
They even have official IDs for the Skyfaring Commission.
Yeah, no, the Cloud Knight was on, yeah.
Commission, and even the Cloud
Yep.
Knights?
So the Cloud Knight was even a Borisin as well. So that means like that if that's the case, then the voice actors like doing like a little bit of like a wolf growl as they're talking. It turns like a very funny joke for me, which was hilarious for me. Like the idea that they were so angry, you know, like no, I'm saying my joke is funny. I was saying it was hilarious how angry they sounded into something where it's like, oh yeah, the voice actors like ate, you know, like legit, like they did, you know.
Let me check this fake Cloud Knight's tag. Maybe it'll give us some clues. Lujun, an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad? Wait!
Do you know him?
What's the matter? I encountered a patrol officer named Lujun before. It was a few weeks ago when we were transporting the Borisin
Oh, that
prisoners.
guy. Yes. You were talking to him earlier on in the episode as well. In this chapter, I mean.
They can forge official identities and move around the Xianzhou without raising suspicion. Oh no, this is bad.
It's really bad because they're probably in other places too. If they're able to infiltrate like one place without, again, only with us noticing it now.
Even worse. If you find one cockroach on the express, it usually means...
Yeah, that's actually such like a good. And again, It's not like, you know, comparing like all the Borisins to cockroach or whatever, but like I think what's actually like what she's saying is it's like with any type of thing, it's like if like they're not just gonna infiltrate with 3 people. They're just not. It's not gonna happen like that. There's gonna be more.
There are more Borisin
Yeah,
hiding on the
Jesus,
Xianzhou.
man.
I bet their plan is much bigger than just stealing information.
Oh yeah, the way they were talking about weapons and everything. They're talking about during the actual event itself. Look at this shot as well. It's really cool. But yeah, like that's actually pretty scary. Because they're not just going to infiltrate with just 3. They could be anywhere now.
We've got to report this to the seat of divine foresight.
Yes, 100%. Man, thank God Yanqing had like that foresight to kind of like play along for a second and then follow them. That was really, really smart. Oh, we're switching to Cell? Oh, okay. We're meeting Feixiao. Yeah, no, 110%. That like was honestly like I think once again showcasing why Yanqing is actually good at other stuff just in just sword fighting. He played along. He didn't get too aggressive. He didn't go in just for the kill or a fight just because someone was acting suspicious. He followed them. He figured out what was happening to Borisin. Now, what that says to me is obviously, as what Yanqing said, there's more Borisin here than there was before. Obviously, like the Borisin that we saw at the start wasn't the end of it. I'm guessing that was a distraction of some kind. I'm guessing that it makes people feel good, right? It's like, oh, we defeated the Borisin at the start of this episode, right? I keep saying episode, but the start of this chapter. And then it's like, oh, well, now like we don't have to worry about the Borisin, right? It's like, no. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of like we talked about before, like the idea of like getting rid of the boogeyman and people sleep better at night. So if you already saw someone defeating all the Borisin, you're gonna be like, okay, we did it, you know? But now they have people infiltrating, and now I'm looking like any one of these could be a Borisin, you know? The fact that they can do that at all, and what Mark said is true. If there's one here on this ship, then there's gonna be many more. Danhong.
I am glad to finally meet you in person, guests from the Astral Express. I'm Feixiao, the general of the Xianzhou Yaoqing.
Hi, Feixiao.
Let me introduce our guest to you. The one dressed in green
is gorgeous.
He's the reincarnation of Infiltrating Hoolay, and the person behind him is the newest member of the crew. I've heard a lot about you.
It's actually interesting as well. It showcases that she has like a lot of not like just like wherewithal, but I feel like it showcases that she is like a good general, that she has like all this information under her belt already, you know?
Outside the reports from the Law Fu, the Skyfaring Commission of the Yaoqing has also gathered plenty of information about both of you. I've been eager to meet you face to face for reasons that I'm sure General Jing Yuan has explained.
She's such a cool design, right? The boots are so freaking cool. You know, and like the almost like gun straps on her leg as well. You're here to answer questions of witnesses. General Jing Yuan didn't tell us about your intentions at all. You're here about the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection, no? Let's just be straightforward.
Straight to the point. I like it.
I don't see a need to play games with the general like Feixiao, who is very capable. You know what I mean? At all.
According to General Jing Yuan's report, the Ruin Legion is to blame for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, and all Arbiter Generals should pay attention to the Ruin Author's movements.
Yeah, the Animar Legion and the what's the name of the Sanctus Medicus?
Over the years, the Destruction's minions have wreaked havoc on countless worlds, and the Alliance has been keeping an eye on them. But no one expected them to join hands with the remnants of the Abundance.
Yeah, and like it is like, you know, I'm not trying to be like all correct, joining hands. It felt like they were using them, like legitimately.
The damage caused by the Ambrosial Arbor crisis was far less severe than expected, which is good news for us. However, it was quite different from the Ruin Legion's usual style of destroying life wherever they go.
It was very calculated, right?
While I trust the bravery of the Divine Foresight and the Nameless, I'm curious about some details missing from the report. I'd like to take this chance to have an exchange with both of you.
Sure.
Let me be clear. The questions I'll ask might not reflect my actual thoughts. So please don't take offense if any of my questions seem a
It's
bit
cool.
harsh.
I wasn't gonna, not at all. Unless you say like something mean, you know? That's the only thing I'll take offense to.
Please go ahead, General. But keep in mind, we can only answer based on what we know. And perhaps you already have the answers to your questions in your heart.
Wow. So Dan Hong's like, you already know, perhaps you already like understand like what we're gonna say, you know?
You have a clever tongue. I like it.
Clever tongue, pretty face. That's what they talk about Dan Hong. Yeah, and I love that Dan Hong's like, yeah, you should. What? What?
Merlin's claw is quite articulate. Right now, her intentions are unknown, and Jing Yuan wants us to be honest. Maybe I'll just stick to the facts we know.
So, I didn't expect to do like a full like negotiation style thing with like Feixiao at all, but hey, look, we're doing it. Yeah, I do love, by the way, that they showcased there that Dan Hong like is like, I think Dan Hong isn't someone who's like and again, I always say like I love snarky characters. And let's be honest, like Dan Hong can be like very subtly like, you know, biting. You know, he could say something that like it doesn't seem like it's intentionally supposed to be like a little bit like I don't want to say hurtful. Like he says something sometimes where it's like wow, that stung a little bit, you know. But he says it in such like a very calm and like like lovely manner that it just sounds like it's just very official. You know, he's the type of person to be like you know, it's like a good example is here. It's like, but I'm sure that you already know that, right? You know, and he seems like that type of person to do that. But yeah, the I really like that he kind of like said to Feixiao, like, you already know what we're gonna say, right? You kind of know this, I guess, already. Yeah. Okay, so we gotta answer the questions. Let's go.
Let's cut to the chase. Before the crisis struck, the Astral Express was guided here by a Stellaron hunter, a wanted felon, in an attempt to resolve the Stellaron crisis.
Yes. But actually, no. A wanted amazing person who leads an amazing team of people.
However, everyone in the cosmos knows of the Stellaron hunter's reputation.
Very good.
So, why did you place so much trust in them? Could it be that some of you have a connection?
I love them. But I can't say that, can I? I can't just be like, I love them. They're amazing. It all comes down to Stellaron. We are the good guys. Raise her suspicion about your relation with the Stellaron hunters. Talk about Elio's prophecy. I think it has to come down to this. It's like, hey, we just did this for the Stellaron. Even though, like, here's the thing. This is true. And also, I would talk about Elio's. I like Elio too. Elio's my guy. You know, I wish I could just be like, look, Kafka's cool if you get to know her. You know what I mean? They're all pretty cool guys. Don't you want to be in the cool team? Don't you want to be cool? You know, like the peer pressure of the Stellaron hunters. Feixiao, don't you want to be kind of cool, you know? But it's really interesting, again, like that it makes sense that this is coming up in a question because the Stellaron hunters do have a reputation, even if this reputation is totally, like, you know, silly. I know it's accurate, guys. I just love the Stellaron hunters. I know that, like, they have, like, a reputation of like, being very dangerous. They are criminals, technically, as well, in terms of, like, the law of the cosmos and stuff, I guess, too. Yeah, but, like, I love them, of course. But, yeah, 100%. It all comes down to the Stellaron. It's probably the best answer.
Apart from the Law Fu, there are many other worlds suffering from Stellaron corrosion. For example, Eurilo 6, the world that the Express stopped at before reaching the Law Fu, was one of them.
Answered very well here, too. That we know about this stuff.
To the Express, Stellarons act as roadblocks on the Silver Rail and pose risks to the warping process. And that's why dealing with Stellaron issues is part of the duty of the Nameless.
Yeah, and very well put.
Ah, I've heard about those problems caused by Stellarons. The Express connects various worlds, so it makes sense for you to take care of this. The cosmos is a mess, and the Trailblazers are just doing their best to fix it. I understand.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. Like, obviously, like, you know, I have my own personal feelings about the Stellaron hunters, but, like, if we're talking about accurate, you know, an accurate conversation here is that, like, yeah, like, we needed to stop the Stellaron.
Let's move on to the next question. The reports suggest that Don Shu, the master of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, colluded with the Lord Ravager and used the power of the Stellaron to resurrect the Ambrosial Arbor. But here's the thing. Don Shu was just a chief alchemist. Even if she colluded with our enemies and summoned the Stellaron, how did she manage to bypass the Videodora guards around the Ambrosial Arbor?
How did she? The preceptors of the Lafu seem suspicious. I've personally met Don Shu. The exile of Imbibra Lune is what led to the calamity. Refused to answer anything. Wait, I'm not sure here. So it's how did she get past the guards? I'm not gonna put the preceptors. I think this is like, even though, like, yeah, I don't trust them entirely, but I don't think it's the right answer to do here. Like, saying I personally met Don Shu, like, what does that say? You know what I mean? Like, what does that do for us? The exile of Imberluna is all that's its calamity. No, I'm not going to say that. No, because that, whilst like it's not like a good thing, and refuse to answer anything, I don't know which answer I could use here. I think this might be one I might use my power to skip, I guess. Yeah, I might skip this one just because I'll just be honest, I'm not sure which one to pick. I'll be honest. Oh, we're withholding our opinion. Okay. Feixiao offers a slight smile, is displaying no anger. Fair enough. Okay, we're withholding our opinion, but it skips the question, I guess. Yeah, and I have no problem skipping the negotiation stuff as well, by the way, if I don't know what I'm doing. You know, I have no pride in that stuff, you know, being like, having to get it right, you know what I mean? There's not a pride in me with that, you know?
According to the report, Lord Ravager Fantilia is the mastermind behind the entire conspiracy.
Mm-hmm.
She disguised herself as an ambassador of the Skyfaring Commission and traveled with you, only to vanish without a trace later on. It seems too convenient to label her as a scapegoat.
Fu Shen, the Master Diviner, witnessed everything firsthand. Okay, but I'm sure she already asked Fu Shen about this stuff. Fantilia is a Heliobus, which would actually explain how she was able to kind of disappear like that. Fantilia was eager to obtain the power of the Ambrosial Arbor. Refused to answer anything. Fantilia was eager to obtain the power of the Ambrosial Arbor. That doesn't answer why she would disappear without a trace. She would already know about Fu Shen. Refused to answer anything. So is it Fantilia as a Heliobus? That seems like in process of elimination, right? Because refused to answer anything probably would make us like look more suspicious with this sometimes, unless we like choose this negotiation strategy. We know she was eager to gain the power, but that doesn't explain how she like escaped without a trace. And Fu Shen, she's already gonna ask, so I'm just gonna go with this, right? Process of elimination.
Fantilia is one of the Heliobi,
right?
The energy life forms that once fought against the Xianzhou. They're known for their unpredictable and elusive nature.
Look at Sirius Stell. Look at this. Give her an award.
Just as she said. When the Ambrosial Arbor resurrected, its roots broke through the creation furnace on the Lawfu, accidentally releasing the Heliobus fiend fire sealed inside. This can be used as circumstantial evidence.
I actually really love the way they've done this. Again, this quest has been so involved, whether it be the taking pictures and the negotiation aspects, like this type of stuff where like we're getting interrogated, I guess, as well. Like, they made it very involved, so it's not just like again, I wouldn't mind if it's just a cutscene because it'd be very interesting because these characters are so interesting, but like I like that they made it very involved.
If Elder Hua Yen accepts the explanation, so do I.
There we go. Awesome. Worked out. I had to skip one of them, of course, but so.
It seems that your answers have addressed all my questions.
Except for the second one as well.
Generals, I am finished with my questioning.
So, what do you think, General Feixiao? Have the doubts in the report been cleared up?
We know with Huyan, he also has something suspicious going on with him as well. He wanted us to stay here too, right?
The two nameless have been honest in their answers. Even though there are some tricky details, my intuition tells me there is nothing wrong.
Okay.
However, the three questions I posed earlier were not just for the nameless, but for you too, General Jing Yuan. First, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus grew uninterrupted on the Law Fu, yet the six charioteers were not aware of it. That was a dereliction of duty.
This makes sense, and that's why like I love the general. You guys know I love the general, and I'll shout to the rooftops that the general will do anything for the Xianzhou, right? But I think like it's okay to also say that these questions are accurate to ask from an outside perspective of like why did the Sanctus Medicus even get to that point in the first place?
Second, you believed in the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy and entrusted outsiders to solve the crisis, even granting them access to the plague mark. That was a dereliction of responsibility.
And like we look at this as well, and we say yes, this was the right thing to do. In the end, it was the right thing to do. It was the right thing in the end to do. But again, from the outside perspective, these questions are important to ask.
Third,
or these statements are important to make.
You insist on holding the war dance right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, putting the Lawfu back in the spotlight. That is a dereliction of wisdom.
Dereliction of wisdom is a different way of putting it, right?
Merlin's Claw. Is this your line of thinking, or the Ten Lords?
I cannot get over how cool her outfit is.
From the moment I walked in, I made it clear that the questions I'd ask might not reflect my actual thoughts.
Might not.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus were deeply rooted and had been plotting for a long time. I admit it was my negligence for not noticing it earlier.
I think that's totally fair. That's a totally fair representation of the situation. It is. Like, as a general, I feel like it's important to talk about your downfalls just as much as your successes, right? Maybe I think it's more important to talk about your downfalls than your successes.
As for the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy, I didn't believe all of it. But in the end, the Law Fu did survive the Ambrosial Arbor crisis. So, I think it's safe to say that Elio's prophecy about the future holds some merit.
Yeah, and Elio's prophecy legit led to the Xianqiu and the Stellaron, and the Astral Express being pals. You know what I mean? It saved the day.
And as for the war dance, do you think I'm unaware of the risks? However, risks can also be opportunities. The Law Fu has lain low for too long. I believe it's time to stir up the dregs hidden in the depths and wash them away once.
So using this event as a way to like draw people out, because again, it's one of those things where like, who else is hiding? We know that there's some Borisin infiltrating this place.
Just as I expected from our sophisticated divine foresight. You have a way with words. I like it. But, unfortunately, ever since the report was submitted, the Alliance has been filled with rumors and speculation. Even within the Law Fu, there are people accusing you of neglecting your duties, resulting in the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection.
So what are your thoughts on all of this?
I love that,
General
turning around and asking what your thoughts. But again, it's one of those things where like, I think from our personal perspective, we know the general, and we know that in the end, he did everything he could for the Xianqiu, and even during the crisis with the event with all the Hoolay as well, he went out of his way to make sure everything was going smoothly and everything worked out in the end. I do think that in some cases, end justified the means isn't always an accurate way you can judge things, but I think in this case, the ends did justify the means, personally.
As a fellow Arbiter General, I fully understand the difficulties of this position.
Rightly so.
Personally, I think all these rumors are meaningless drivel. Across the sea of stars, the divine foresight knows better than anyone else what happened on the Law Fu and the meaning behind it. Just as what happened on the Xianzhou Yaoqing recently.
You mean the Xianzhou Yaoqing is also...
Wait, so let me read this again, sorry, just so I can get a better idea. So I think all the rumors are means drivel across the sea of stars. The Divine Force knows better. Okay. Just what happened in the Xianzhou Yaoqing recently. So something happened in the Yaoqing recently? Is that what they're saying?
The scouts of the Verdant Knights have sent back reports that Borisin are making trouble again. The Borisin packs that were once divided and scattered have started swallowing each other up, forming larger and larger packs. Moreover, there's an entity named Mongoose behind it all.
That's actually so interesting to me because, so Mongoose is another name we have here too. We also had Moktok was another name as well. Mongoose and Moktok. I thought it was something I forgot about, like that happened to the Yaoqing, but it's actually it's a similar situation to what could be happening here with the Borisin too.
An entity?
According to the report, this entity isn't actually a Borisin. It's a woman claiming to be the messenger of the Master of Immortality.
Whoa.
She's described as having 12 faces and 12 pairs of fangs, as cruel as poison and as elusive as quicksand. The Borisin believe she'll give them a chance to rise again.
That's so interesting, man. So they're following her like a prophet almost.
That's Fantilia.
Wait, it's Fantilia? I didn't even get... Wait, what? What? 12 faces. Is that because she can change her appearance and stuff like that as well? Oh my god, that's Fantilia.
That's right.
Fantilia's back for this quest?
You're lucky that I'm the one who came this time. If it were the Patina Justice or the Seer Strategist, this conversation might not be so friendly.
So these people are less friendly when it comes to how they deal with things on the Xianqiu. So Fantilia is the one who's bringing the Borisin back here. And it makes sense that she'll be able to gather like people like that because again, she has immense power.
I've always had faith in my instincts, so I don't doubt your good intentions. But the Alliance has its fair share of questions and doubts about the Law Fu. So, my plan is to come up with an acceptable answer to satisfy the Alliance.
So, again, she's saying, like, hey, I don't doubt you. It's not about that. It's just there's lots of questions going on right now, so we have to, like, satiate everything.
What's in this plan, General Feixiao?
General Jing Yuan, you already know what has to be done. But since you don't want to be the bad guy, I'll take care of it for you. You need the final word from the Ten Lords Commission to quell any doubts.
So what's she planning on doing?
And for that, I'll have to ask the two nameless to visit the Shackling prison.
Is this to do with the giant Borisin? Are you imprisoning us?
No, I'm not imprisoning you. While you're there, I'll ask a judge in the Ten Lords Commission's Interrogation Division to record a detailed testimony with the karmic mirror from both of you. We'll fill in the gaps that weren't covered in the report, and silence any protests within the Alliance.
I thought for a second she wanted us to go to that Borisin.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. No, same. Yeah, we have nothing to hide really at all, Man, look at this. Beautiful man. Look at that profile. I object. I'll say me too. Let's just go along with it.
Your willingness to help is truly heartwarming, youngsters.
Yeah, I don't sense any evil from, Feixiao at all,
Then, as the Merlin's Claw requests...
Oh, there's one more thing. This testimony is for silencing the voices of opposition within the Alliance. But I would like to urge General Jing Yuan to listen to the pleas of the Foxians on the Xianzhou Yaoqing.
Okay. So it's also hey, listen up to people as well, okay. Hear their, maybe their worries, as it says here, please.
So, you are here for Hoolay.
Is that that's the Borisin?
Exactly. Hoolay is locked up in the Law Fu's Shackling prison. Since he is the broodlord of the Borisin, I want to transfer him onto the Xianzhou Yaoqing and imprison him there.
Okay.
The recent movements of the Borisin suggest they're planning something big, so we must act preemptively.
I'm all for prevention, 100%. So, but she's thinking that because all the Borisin are acting up again, they're probably trying to get him free. So offering more protection, I guess, is probably a good idea. Again, I don't doubt that at all. That seems like if they're gonna come here and try and infiltrate this place, what's the one thing they would probably go for is Hoolay.
It makes sense to have the Foxians keep an eye on their arch nemesis. Since you trust my judgment, I'll repay that trust. What do you think about all this, General Huayan?
I love how I love this sequence. I love this a lot. I love how it's there's a lot of political stuff going on here, but it's nothing too bogged down. There's a lot of just subtle debates and subtle indications of what they want. Not even subtle, they're saying what they want, but it's very direct. It's almost like they're showcasing how three of these guys are so experienced in what they do that there doesn't need to be a massive 10-page back and forth, because while that's understandable for other characters, say if two characters are really emotional with each other and they're arguing with each other, you want there to be 10 pages. But with this, it's they're so experienced in their job, they understand the implications and the ramifications. So it's kind of this very quick back and forth between what they're saying.
I was worried this would turn into a heated argument.
Yeah, they're experienced.
Both of you are on the same page, solving each other's problems. I couldn't have asked for a better outcome.
And as for Hoolay, I'll send my lieutenants Zhao Chou and Moza to check on his condition in prison and ready him for transport. If there are no more questions, shall we get this started?
This is, again, this is what I'm talking about. It's so efficient, right? It's so efficient. Go to the Shackling prison. I'm ready. I'm totally ready. Yeah, that was great. That was so great. And I think that it showcases how you can and again, I still have my suspicions about this third guy here. Not because I think he's evil right now or anything like that, but I think that there is still something there. He's too jolly in conversations, and he also gave a little bit of a fib to us earlier or so. But I feel with Feixiao, she's very straightforward with stuff. She tells us exactly what she needs to tell us at every single moment. But I do like that between the three of them, they didn't have this massive and again, I guess I said, sometimes it's good to have a debate. Sometimes it's good to have characters for example an argument between Blade and Dan Heng. I want there to be like a bunch of aggressive terms and a bit of biting and a bit of like, you know, not literal biting. Calm down, you. Calm. But like, I want there to be like, you know, a full-on argument, right? Whereas this, it's like, it's so efficient and so like, they're so capable, you know what I mean, as well? And like, it's almost like they understand what each of them are saying. They have like, they understand the political ramifications and what all this decision making is going to lead to. Like, it was really well done. And now also, there's also added like a little bit of layer of fear to this too, where we already saw what happened with the Borisin like infiltrating and impersonating people. And now Feixiao is kind of adding some like credence to that fear as well, where she's saying like, you know, they're probably coming after Hoolay, which would make sense. And now Fantilia is back to leading this kind of like expedition too, which means she's not done with the Xian show 100%. There's lots of like fears added to this. Love the capability of these characters. Such a great thing to move forward with this too. I'm nervous, but I'm also like very excited to see where this goes.
I'm really sorry about all this, but the testimony in the shackling prison won't take up much of your time.
Do not worry about it whatsoever.
I'll call for a messenger to take you to the interrogation division. You just need to give your testimony, and then you can head back. So no need to worry.
I love that he's like being very considerate of us after all the help we've given as well.
As you wish, General.
Let's get going. Sometime later, Starscape carries you and Don Hung to the place that looks strikingly familiar.
As General Jing Yuan requested,
Whoa.
Everything is prepared for your arrival, and I am here to receive you. The judges at the Interrogation Division also know your purpose in coming.
This is kind of scary now. I was like so ready, but now like I saw this and like, cause again, we've been here before, by the way. There's like enemies over here too. But like this like is kind of terrifying. Going into this portal over here. See you later, messenger. Ladies, get him! Imagine that was the whole thing. They betrayed him. Get him, ladies. Ladies, get him! They'll get you someday. They have a thing where they only hear stuff 10 minutes later. You're dead in 10 minutes. Oh my god!
I didn't expect to be back here after all these years.
And this is obviously ignored from Don Hung's memories and stuff like that too. This is an incredibly looking place. Look at this, the statue on the door as well, the actual mask. Such a cool looking place.
Don Hung.
Love the cell is showing concern there, as you would.
Don't worry about me.
Yeah. Well, we will worry, but like, I hope this is not going to be too frustrating for you at all.
If you're ready, I'll open the gate for you.
Just think of it this way. You're coming here as a free person, and you'll leave as a free person. 100%. Is the entrance to the shackling prison? Wait, is this the shackling prison inside the Scale Gorge Waterscape too? Once I step through the door, I'll be inside the prison? We'll just say this.
This is one of many entrances used for temporary access. Since you're not actual prisoners, it makes sense for you to use this entrance. Please come on in, dear guests.
Thank you, dear guide. We're ready to go in. Thank you. Man, this is so cool. Look at this. Oh my god, with like the kind of sharp edges of the door. Look at that in there too. I know they're like, it's like it puts there's a locking mechanism to that, but also at the same time too, it's like, man, did you need the big sharp edges? I mean, yes, like it does lock the door in place, right? Look at this place. It's so like empty in a weird way. Oh my god, those chains are actually kind of scary. Oh my god, look at this. Is that the arbor as well, by the way? Oh my god, that's so scary. All the buildings in the distance too. This place has a presence about it. And you want it to be, right? This is the shackling prison. Like, it's not supposed to be like, hey, any sunshine and daisies at all, but holy crap. And all the soldiers standing on the side as well. This is really cool. Look at that. Look at that. This music? Yes, Del. Oh my, look at it. This music is a perfect choice for this too. Oh, there's them too. No, you don't get to do a mischievous smile from that far away. That's hilarious. That's totally his character though as well, isn't it? Right? Like, even from that distance, he's like, here's a little bit of a cheeky smile for you. Love that.
The shackling prison on the Lawfu
Love it.
is completely different from the one on the Yaoqing. It's completely underwater.
So their one is different as well. Yeah, the music when we entered here as well, like the music cue was so perfect. It felt like a revelatory music. Like it's like, oh, look what we're witnessing here. Like the first time, it's like the first time entering Moria and Lord of the Rings when they play that track. Not even Moria, it was when they first time entered the city deep within Moria. You know what I mean? It's like such a beautiful like track that like makes you feel like, oh my god, this is like such a impressive place. You know, it adds to it so much.
Clouds or underwater. Breaking free would still be a piece of cake for me.
How do you pronounce his name again? Is Mose? Mose? I think it's Mose, isn't it? I might actually get that that pronunciation up again just so I can remember it, if that's okay with you guys. Another cool character, but he's saying he could break free. Like this is part of his character too, I guess. So Mose. I remember when I first used YouTube Studio, I thought like, oh my god, this is so annoying. Because like it was a new thing. Mose, yeah. But now like you can just search a word and you can find a comment from like 4 years ago or something like that. Like even not that I do that, but like, you know, you can like say search for like, say if I'm like, oh wait, 2 weeks ago someone said that this is how you can get past this thing. And I'm like, oh yeah, search. You know, really cool stuff. Really cool stuff.
Still thinking about your old jailbreak tricks,
So his experience in jail?
Forget it. You're free now. Just don't do anything stupid, or the judges will throw you back in there and lock you up for a few hundred years.
He has such a face of mischief, and it's so cute. Yeah, like, it seems like he was locked up before.
You'll see me again in just a few days.
They're buds. You can tell they're buds.
Taking Hoolay back to the Yaoqing means a lot to the Foxians on the ship, and to the General herself. So stay alert.
So he obviously they do admire the General, we know this. Man, I love the opposites attract nature of this.
Guests.
Whoa!
My name is Shui Yi, and I'm here on orders from the Incarceration Division of the Ten Lords Commission.
Love this. Absolutely love that they sent her as well. Again, this is why it makes the game feel alive when they bring back characters that it makes sense they're here at this moment, right? It makes sense she's here. She's kind of like a cyborg, an android, right?
We're Jiao Cho and Moza. General Feixiao sent us to extradite the Borisin criminal Hoolay to the Yaoqing. We're here to inspect the conditions of his imprisonment and make preparations for the handover and transportation. I assume you've been briefed, Your Honor.
Your Honor. Did he go for a handshake and she just went like, what's that? What's that?
Your visit request has been approved. I'll be your guide for this trip.
Couldn't ask for a better one.
Prisoner Hoolay, the warhead and brood lord of the Borisin abominations of abundance and the arch nemesis of the Foxians, is responsible for 2,123 wars of aggression and countless associated crimes.
What the hell? Starting one war is insane. 2,123 wars? They have built up Hoolay in such a powerful way already. They've built up Hoolay in such a terrifyingly powerful way.
Due to his heinous acts, he has been imprisoned in the depths of the shackling prison and subjected to the punishment of the Forest of Swords until the end of time. He shall never be pardoned.
I mean, yes, rightfully so. 2,000 wars?
No need to repeat his crimes and sentence, Your Honor. He is the greatest enemy of us Foxians. The stories of his atrocities are used to terrify our children. I'm well aware of every crime he's committed. Let's move on to the next step.
And this is also a very real thing that happens in real life too, with generational stuff, where people will like teach their kids about like, you know, nations that like maybe have like hurt them or people that have hurt them, and they become almost like mythical stories of something like this too. You know what I mean? We have that in Ireland as well. Like you know, from a young age, we're told like, you know, of the atrocities that were put against us as well, the colonization in our country and all this stuff too. Like, you know, and it's one of those things that like, you know, you literally from a young age are told all this stuff. And it's true, it's facts, like, and stuff like this too. And in this case, it's like, it seems like they also use them as like tales to like, you know, keep a child in like, you know, like in check maybe. You know, like the old, you know, the tales of just like, you know, like if you don't do this, someone's gonna come in the night. And like in this way, it's like they're used to terrify children. Maybe it's also, it could be the same thing as it is like in most countries where it's like, hey, we're not telling you this just to we are trying to tell you to terrify you, but it's also so like in future you never like let your guard down with this stuff too.
When it comes to visiting criminals, there are rules in place to ensure your safety.
Understandable.
I know you've heard legends about Hoolay since you were children. but your knowledge about him is likely very limited. Only the judges of the 10 Lords Commission truly know what kind of abomination is locked up at the bottom of the shackle.
So it's saying, like, you've heard stories, of course they commit atrocities against their people, but, like, you need to understand what this is.
It has been centuries since Jing Liu, the former sword champion of the Luofu, captured Hoolay. And during all those years, we never provided him with any food. Yet he somehow managed to stay alive. It defies all the documented physical characteristics of the Borisin.
So it's on another level. It's on another, like, plane of existence. So was Jing Liu captured as well? Again, I'm not surprised that it was someone like as powerful as Jing Liu, you know. But again, building this Hoolay up to being something absolutely terrifying.
The Forest of Swords, forged by the Punishment Division, is a device of intense torment, used to execute sinful abominations. Most Borisin die within 3 days in the forest, but Hoolay is different. Every time the blades pierce him, his body instantly heals. Despite the brutal punishment, he somehow manages to survive.
What can you ever do? You know what I mean? Like, what, legit, like, what, like, at that point, it's like, you know, the fact that, like, it's like Jing Liu was on the only people who could actually defeat them. You try to stab him to death or, like, or brutalize him this way, that something that kills Borisin, which, by the way, like, pretty horrific way to die. You know what I mean? Pretty horrific. You know what I mean? To like, you know, put someone in, like, this place and, like, and here's the thing, 100%, like, I want to say, like that the Xian show isn't, like, you know, perfect in all these situations. Their hunt of, like, abominations and people of the abundance is not something I always, like, will ever be. Not even always agree with. It's like they're not painted to be like these perfect angels. You know what I mean? They're not. We've seen stories of some of the stuff they've done in the past. Like, it's absolutely horrific what the Xian show has done to people in the past as well. And this is, like, you know, a really crazy thing as well. But the fact that he was able to survive this.
The complex rules are there because of his abnormal characteristics. Do you understand?
She's also selling this. It's like, she's being so sure. She's like, I understand you know this guy is dangerous. I understand you know the stories, but please, let me just describe what is happening here.
I apologize for any offense caused. Please continue, Your Honor.
It's not offense, like, you know, it's your part of your culture as well. You know what I mean? And you're just giving your side of your culture.
Regarding Hoolay's visitation. Please make sure you read them carefully.
She's so serious about this, and again, she's probably told to be. It's like, hey, this is something that's extreme. Oh, wow. Okay, we get to read it. Prisoner Hoolay, summary of crimes. The Borisin Warhead and denizen of the Abundance. Accountable for numerous acts of invasions and associated war crimes. Accountable for long-term enslavement of Foxians and utilizing their blood for alchemical purposes. Yeah, F him. 100% F them. 100%, like, no doubt about it. Horrific. Absolutely disgusting. Inexcusable. Detention method. The prisoner must be subjected to the punishment of the Forest of Swords and never be pardoned. They must be transferred to different locations on a regular basis. Their shackles must be checked for the sturdiness during the transfer on the air filters, and their new cell must be intact and functional. This is horrible, by the way. Like, to me, like, it's one of those things where, like, you know, we know that there was crimes against the Foxians and stuff this too, but, like, the idea of, like, all these experimentations and, like, you know, using their blood and, like, this is something that will rightfully so stick with the Foxians forever, and they have a right to tell everyone to the rooftops forever about what they did. For 100, what the Borisin Warhead did, 100%. Notes: the confinement of this prisoner is the foundation of the alliance between the Xian show and the Foxians. Any individual objecting to sentence should be punished. Oh wow, oh, okay, that's weird, right? If you go against this, you should be punished because it literally is the thing that's keeping the Foxians and the Xian show together. Anyone who contacts or converses with the prisoner must be taken poison-proof pellets or wear a breathing mask. Equipped with filter cartridges to counteract the effects of the loopy toxin. So you have to, like, loop is that like wolf toxin? You have to literally prevent yourself from getting poisoned. The prisoner's place in detention must be changed on a yearly basis, and the new location must remain unknown to individual below the rank of Cloud Knight or Lieutenant or Judge. So no one is allowed to know it below that rank. And do not mention Jing Liu when conversing with the prisoner. Does that make them angry? Honestly, that'd be pretty crazy if that, like, made them, like, go off the deep end. If, like, you mentioned the idea of Jing Liu, the person that defeated them. Wow. So the only thing that here that, like, is, like, all this is interesting about that, but one of the things that, like, stood out to me as well is that, like, if you are someone who, again, I think it's one of those things where, like, I would side-eye the hell of a friend if he was like, we should maybe let Hoolay free, you know, because it's like, like, what he did was, if this is accurate, right, to the history, what he did was like something that will never be forgiven. You know what I mean? Like, this is insane. Absolutely insane. Now, we gotta, again, I don't mean to be like, oh, well, this side was because we're talking about this right now. This is a horrible thing to happen right now. This thing, not right now. This is a horrible thing to happen. We can't deny it. It's horrific. It's kind of crazy though how, like, would you guys agree that like some countries and some places even in this game can pick and choose what a war crime is? You know what I mean? Because like the Zancho has done many a war crime, but they get to like pick and choose, you know, whether it's bad or good. You know what I mean? What the Rainbow Arbiter did, for example, and Zancho did that, they with all this stuff there, no matter what, is a war crime. You know, but you know, the victors get to decide, don't they?
And please, take this pellet before proceeding.
I'm not saying it's accurate that the victor should get to decide, by the way. I'm just saying that that's what history happened. With history, the victor usually gets to decide whether it was bad or good.
No, I'm not taking random medicine.
I think you actually need this, though. And when I say the victor gets to decide, by the way, I think they it's not that they, I guess it's not that they should get to decide. It's not that that history is erased, because usually people will stand up and say, oh, this is actually what happened. But it generally, like, the history books change sometimes depending on, like, you know, who wins, depending on the country as well.
Then you won't be allowed to visit Hoolay.
I like that there's adding to something to Mose's character. He's, like, very distrusting of, like, this type of, like a random medicine, which makes sense.
Just swallow it already. Hoolay is like all Borisin. He can release a pheromone called lupatox that induces fear.
That is actually very, That makes sense with the fight, the game, the actual battle mechanics, right?
Thousands of years ago, we Foxians were enslaved by the Borisin. Not because we were naturally weaker, but because of their lupatoxin. This pill is for our own mental well-being.
That's actually insane. So it's not like, hey, like, oh, we lost because, you know, it was a, you know, military prowess. We literally couldn't fight back. That's horrible.
I understand.
That's so horrible. The stuff that they have to go through is horrific.
I knew you were a reasonable person. Now that we've taken the medicine, let's proceed.
Yeah. They are doing such a good job of presenting. Oh, is it a Borisin? Did he smell something? They're doing such a good job of presenting this threat, this infiltration, Hoolay. They're doing such a good job of this.
Your Honor.
Oh my God, did he smell something?
What is it?
Come on.
No.
No!
Never mind. Maybe I'm just imagining things. Let's keep moving.
No, you're not imagining things. It's so true. Don't think you're just imagining things, please. It's so true. No, you know there is something. Come on. Maybe he's just maybe he has a plan. Maybe he has a plan of some kind.
Here we are.
Oh my God, look at this interior as well. Again, once again, very Zion Show-esque with having a mix of like technological stuff with like historic stuff as well, right? Yeah, they're building up the freaking Hoolay stuff so much. The infiltration is being built up so well as well.
Her Honor hasn't arrived yet. Please wait a moment.
Oh, so we have to do a few things. Take a walk around and wait for the escorting judge's arrival. So that's Shui. So let's take a look here. Oh my God, it's so far down. Looking down, you see a honeycomb of densely packed prisons. That's a great way to put it, Cell. Extending deep into the darkness beyond your view. You hazard a guess on the number of prisoners they are capable of holding here. 3,000? 30,000? 300,000? Wait, this may not even be the entire shackling prison. How it goes even deeper. Like, again, the presence of this place. It's gigantic. That would make me, by the way, like, I would, like, get so dizzy. I am afraid of heights, but, like, I'm actually, like, when it comes to video games, I love jumping off heights in video games, but it still makes me feel, I feel like, you know, there's, like, a rush to that fear sometimes, you know, when you have, like, but, like, I feel like I don't want to do it in real life, so, like, for me, it's one of those situations where I have no problem doing it in, like, looking down in a video game, you know what I mean? Because it does give you that rush. It's the same thing with a horror game, right? Where it's like, I love playing horror games because it makes me scared, but, like, I'm not going to go to, like, you know, I'm not going to go to, like, this secret haunted place, you know, in real life, you know what I mean? I'm not going to go to an abandoned hospital in real life, you know? It's not going to happen.
This place, it's still as cold as it used to be.
And he's remembering all this stuff now, the feeling of it even. Are you okay?
Sorry.
No,
I was
no.
just reminiscing about some unpleasant memories.
If you remember anyone, we can literally kill someone. I have no problem killing anyone if you remember the face. Once we're done with this testimony, we'll leave immediately, 100%.
Thank you. It's all my fault that you were involved in
No.
the Shenzhou's problems. You shouldn't have to see the
No.
inside of the shackling prison.
No.
I'm so sorry.
You never have to apologize to me for anything whatsoever, right? Again, he has his own trauma here and he's saying sorry to us. It's not your fault whatsoever. You did nothing wrong. 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 They blamed you for something you did not do. You did nothing wrong, okay? You did nothing wrong. I'm going to say it a million one more times. You did nothing wrong. And no matter what, you did nothing wrong. You're not the reason this whole thing happened whatsoever. Do not blame yourself. I love you so much, and if it came down to it, like, I would get locked up in prison 20 times for you. No problem. I'm genuinely serious. Okay?
I wish I could show you the real sights of the Lofu.
We could take a break. Anytime you want to take a trip, I'm up for it. 100%. Like, and honestly, just being around you is great. You know, you and March are like my trio, you know? Oh, what? Donald gently pats your hand. You can tell he's upset. You can tell he's so, like, nervous and feeling probably sickly, but he pats our hand, making us feel good as well, right? You know, and and the thing is, like, I know you guys don't feel this way, but like, there's such a risk with a character like this of people calling him cold, and I'm sure people do call him cold. He's not cold. He's caring. He's understandable, but he just also has like a very serious demeanor to him sometimes. He is like such a beautiful person, and the patting of Stell's hand is just like, don't look, I'm sorry, but you know. It's kind of like a gentle, like, you know, reminder, hey, like that connection, right? That touch connection, you know? And I love that they've gotten to that point in their relationship as well, where he can, like, just, you know, grab her hand and be like, I'm sorry, you know? Even though it's not his fault whatsoever. Very beautiful moment. Why can't they record the testimony outside the shackling prison?
The 6 charioteers might have more power over the rest of this Shenzhou ship. But here, in the shackling prison, it's the judges of the 10 Lords Commission who call the shots.
So it's like they don't have any say in this place, I guess.
The judges will use a complicated interrogation device called the Karmic Mirror. It accurately tracks every physiological change during questioning and records it.
That sounds pretty terrifying.
Therefore, the judgment made here will be sufficient to convince the other administrators of the Xianzhou. At least they won't attempt to challenge the conclusions. Perhaps that's why Feixiao insisted that we come here.
Yeah, and it's actually like very smart because it puts a pin in it, right? It's like, okay, like you can't question this. You can't really question this at all. Since the judge isn't here yet, I'll just wander around a bit. If you need anything done, let me know.
But watch your step. This place is not like the others.
There's such a shakiness in his voice, I swear to God. If anyone ever said anything to him, bad to him, I would kill them. I've literally wanted to kill like so many people in the Xian show just for being rude to him, honestly. And I would do it again, I don't care. But Calvin, you have to understand from their perspective. I understand that they're upsetting my Dan Hong. And they will be punished. That's what I understand. Please, no. Calvin, please, no. You notice the Scale Gorge waterscape shackling prison was built at the bottom of the ancient sea. As a column structure extends endlessly into the depths, the Spiritfarers monitor and manage real-time information of the prison cells and prisoners on the screen. Oh, so there's a third one, but I think it's only one or two.
Ah! Express. Judge Hanya of the Interrogation Division. We've met before.
One of the best designs in this video game, easily. Top 5. We love Hanya. Miss Hanya.
Glad to meet you again.
She's so cool. She's so freaking cool. Man, it's so good to see Hanya.
Please allow me to express my gratitude to you again for subduing the demons in the Fixtral Garden.
Can I ask, if we didn't do this event, would she have said this?
Looks like while March 7th and I were clueless, you already made many friends on the Shenzhou Lofu.
Yeah, you see the other ones, Hua Hua and Gui. It was all lucky coincidence. Pom Pom takes care of us at home, and friends take care of us on the road. That's just how it goes. Love this. What a beautiful expression.
Even though you and I have met before,
beautiful expression.
We can't show any favoritism under the 10 Lords.
Understandable.
So, please do as I command as we head to Scrivener Hall and beyond. Don't do anything without my permission.
No, totally understandable. 100% understandable, Hanya. I will not mess up your job either. At all whatsoever.
This is not a place for ordinary mortals. You and Mr. Dunham. Please come with me.
Please lead the way, Your Honor.
Dan Hong's so official with this stuff too. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess up Hanya's job whatsoever. We wouldn't do that.
Please let me activate the mechanism before we all move forward. And please, watch your steps.
Legit love as well, by the way, that like, Dan Hong noticed that like, hey, so there's stuff happening when I'm not there, you know? I love he acknowledges that. Oh, wow. It's like the whole place is a mechanism. Careful. Think ahead. Yeah, really cool stuff as well. I love that, by the way, we're Jingliu here. I love we're Jingliu here as well, as we're doing this as well. As you fit, it's so fitting, right?
Be very careful and watch your step as you make your way through.
Thank you. This place is so impressive.
Inside the shackling prison is treacherous. One wrong move, and you could end up plunging into the depths. And if you're really unlucky, you might be frozen solid or burned to a crisp before anyone can help.
They're setting up this place as well as being such like a treacherous place, right? Gee.
But with your skills, I don't think you need to worry about that.
Thanks so much, Hanya. So are there really 18 floors here?
You're funny. This prison does contain many layers. We even brought in Videodora Icor line craftsmen to introduce the ingenuity of delve enchantment. What you're seeing now is just one part of the shackling prison.
Is that true? I love her like confirming with her best bud.
Perhaps. Judging from the appearance, much of the architecture in this prison has a Vidyadoran style. So, perhaps they did have a hand in building this place back then.
As for how many floors there are, well, not even us judges know for sure. But there's a legend among us judges that a short-life prisoner once tried to escape, but ended up falling into the depths.
What?
And when we found him at the bottom, he was already an old man on the brink of death.
How?
Did he spend his whole life
That's
falling?
insane.
Or did some long-life prisoner drain his life essence? We'll never know. Anyway, please don't try anything like that.
That's a great legend.
Please, come this way.
That's a really great legend. The idea that there is like a that they're trying to sell that this place is so like you can fall in this place so easily and it's so far down that like legitimately like you could just die of old age before you get to the bottom. That's insane. Yeah, this place looks so incredible, by the way. Like, I love the way since it's underwater, they still have like the kind of like the kind of water plants here as well. But then obviously, as you said, there's like a mixture of like underwater, technological, and stone as well. It's a really cool location. It has such like a cold presence to it as well. It's one of those feelings where it's like everyone's like, you know, on edge as well. It feels like down here too. Yeah, it's a very, very cool place. We dungeon crawling? No, okay. Could we get a free weapon on a tour? No, you don't get a free weapon on your... Okay, it's fair enough. I just wanted a free weapon. It's not that big of a deal. No, you can't take a free weapon. Okay. What about this one? No, you cannot take those ones either. Okay. Not much of a tour, is there? Is that an enemy? Or is that... No, that's not an enemy, isn't it? No. No, because we just fought them before when they were possessed, I think. Man, the fact we get to traverse... I was actually kind of like worried we wouldn't get to traverse through here just because like there was a lot of like... walk over here, you know, warping us over to that location over here. But I'm actually like really like pleasantly surprised and happy that we get to like have a walk through this place too. I love that it's not perfect either, by the way. It sells kind of the danger of this place. It's just like, you know, dripping water and falling rocks and like busted up places over here too. It actually does sell it to me a lot. It's really cool. Yeah, look at him now over there. Oh my god, it's so cool, isn't it? What does it look like up? I love that it's like feels endless on top and like it feels like, oh, I'm actually like looking down even for a second, like here, like makes me feel a bit like, oh, it like makes my skin tingle a bit. Very scary location.
I heard the war dance is about to be held in the mortal world. I remember watching a sword duel at the war dance with my sister when we were young. The Cloud Knight, who was the Luofu's ringmaster, was an amazing swordsman, and their sword flashed like lightning. The Outworld Challenger had fiery red hair and a hand made of steel, which roared like thunder.
This is so cool.
They battled for a long time before a winner could be declared.
Like, the description of this is so cool.
Time sure flies. Now, both my sister and I are residents of the Netherworld, and we will never again feel the thrill of a competition.
I like that even though she has, like, you know, her job here, she still has so reminiscent of those past times as well.
Are there a lot of people in Starskiff Haven?
Oh, she's
due
asking
to
about
the
this.
war
Oh,
dance?
it feels like she's asking about it, like, too reminiscent. I kind of feel like what it's like now, you know, like an emotional connection to it. It's bustling.
Sounds amazing. It's a shame I'm too
that's
busy
upsetting.
to attend. But even if I could, I'd probably just scare people off with my current appearance.
People are afraid of cool. People are afraid of, like, pretty and cool and sick designs and, like, trims and hair and eyeliner. Like, people are afraid of, like, artistry personified in an outfit. Like, Jesus Christ.
Let's get
Is it
going.
because she has a darker vibe to her? I just think she looks cool, but she does look so unique to people on the Xian show for sure, but, like, come on. What's wrong with the people in Xian show, like? Hating on a cool character. We just went a little bit deeper as well, didn't we? Yeah, it feels even colder down here too. Follow Hanya's guidance. It feels like we're dungeon crawling, right? But I don't see enemies anywhere.
It's freezing.
Yeah, it has a cold vibe to it. Look at that!
This place is filled with the cold air from the northern peak of the polar delve. Even the toughest long-life species would have a hard time enduring this.
Oh my god, look at this. This is such a cool location. Like, look at the spikes in this kind of gate, and there's like multiple gates, and then over here, like the little cracks here, like through these bars too, with like the light shining through. It does have such a cold presence to it, but it's actually like strangely beautiful as well. It is really beautiful. We might as well use our okay, there's gonna. I don't know if there are gonna be fights coming. Look at that, even in there. Look at this like shot here. Look at that. It's so cool. I noticed there's a thing on the shop up there. Is that always there? You see up in the corner there? Should I go into the shop at some point at the end of this video, maybe? Because usually if there's spoilers, people warn me about it. People say, hey, there's something going up with this as well. You know what I mean? So I because I haven't been warned by it, I don't think people would say don't go into the shop. You know what I mean? I can't get over how cool that looks. Really cool stuff, honestly. I was gonna do this.
Show your courage.
Do this.
Let's wait and see.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing. Just, you know, just so because we have it. Investigate? Why? Okay. I guess we're gonna have to switch around some stuff here. We're going through here.
Did you hear something just now?
Did I?
Let me check it out. Ugh, what an eyesore. This place is packed with boxes and crates.
It's definitely a contrast. Like it's like this cold, like stone structure, and then like these storage boxes. It feels so interesting, right? It's so different.
These crates, they look oddly familiar.
A few days ago, the Spiritfarers received reports about an IPC transport ship that was attacked by
Oh, just IPC stuff, I guess? Okay.
Then, a bunch of those abominations were dumped into this place. I had a feeling there would be trouble during the war dance, but throwing both the pirates and the cargo in jail? That's a new one.
So they have to put it here as well. The mechs in those crates are no joke.
I heard the Intelligentsia Guild crafted something dangerous. We have many records in the Hall of Karma about these wise ones. They love to tinker with forbidden technologies, always trying to push the limits of Ingenia.
Yeah, I think that's always very... We've seen that with Ruin May and characters, right? They're always like trying to push the limits for sure.
I caught a glimpse of the mechs in those crates. and they bear a striking resemblance to Borisin.
Whoa.
I wonder what they're planning this time.
Wait, so they said there was human, like not human, but like organic matter in there. What if they're using Borisin stuff? What if they put Borisin inside of the machines, and that's why the Borisin attacked the ships? That could be the case.
Well, business first. Let's keep moving.
If they resemble Borisin and they have like organic matter in them and aggression, could it be the Borisin? Oh. Hanya, what do you notice? What do you notice, Hanya?
Strange. I don't remember checking the containment facilities a second time.
Hanya, be careful. I love Dan Heng turned right around and followed her. Wait, what? What did you see? Is that a bomb? Oh my god, Dan Heng, save still! What the hell?
All wardens prepare for action.
Did you see how she snapped into action there as well? But they're all gone! Oh my freaking god. What a freaking scene.
Why are these things moving on their own? Something is wrong. The guards aren't responding.
That was so cool, so well directed. I love like the little touches the Honkai Star Rail does. Like when Hanya turned around, Dan Heng didn't hesitate. He turned around as well to follow her. It wasn't a situation where, you know, like sometimes you see like a movie where they go, "Where are you going?" You know, he was like, no, she sees something, I'm following her. There was about to be an attack. It sold so much how like terrifying the situation was, having someone like Hanya who was so put together all the time, having fear in her eyes. She snapped back her neck like to look back towards like all the danger. Called desperately on her phone for someone to come here and save us, but no one was answering. They set up the scene so perfectly there. It was absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect and incredible.
The dead will return.
What a way they did this. With this music as well. No, like literally just like a perfect scene. So perfect.
Lend me your strength.
Tedious.
I underestimated you.
What a scene.
Small fry. Snap out of it. Where's the applause? Let's see some sparks fly! Oh, you got it.
This thing is going wild. Just like a Borisin.
Yep, I wonder if it is the organic matter inside them is that. It legit might be that they have a
Lend me your strength. Stand down.
a Borisin organic matter in them.
To
it could literally be that.
Crush them.
Armor damage. Corrosion. Eternal sleep. The dead return.
It's pretty much used here as well.
The punches decide.
Blade of moonlight.
Here she is. Oh, we can't use her move because, oh my god, that's awful. Can we restore and then get her cured, maybe? No, it's not gonna work like that. That's awful. Moon Rage has ended. Let's just go for it.
Don't get cocky.
Normal.
Where's the applause? Let's see.
Because once she comes back into action, this guy's done.
Lend me your strength.
Give her some more turns to get back into place. Ah, yeah, there we go. Do a little blast.
All will be revealed.
Let's see without the speed up. It's been a while. Look at the eyes.
Lunar flame.
The eyes widening as she does it. So cool. The same move that Yanqing saw. Very cool stuff.
How is this even possible? The Spiritfarers follow the protocols, cutting off power to the mechs and sealing the crates. How could these mechs still start moving?
It's just like what happened in the Artisanship Commission before. These goods went haywire and attacked everyone in sight.
Yeah, we saw something similar. Lingsha mentioned there was some kind of biological tissue inside the mechs. I think it probably has to be something like that, right? That would be my first guess, is the idea of like organic material. But that was an amazing scene, by the way. Absolutely incredible what they did there. Lingsha mentioned, yeah.
The Alchemy Commission members examined them and found some unusual structures within. These things showing up in the shackling prison can only mean one thing.
An infiltration?
A prison break.
Yep. They're trying to get him out.
And whoever delivered these goods clearly wanted them to go through the Xianzhou's strict inspection process to show the Skyfaring Commission and Cloud Knights how dangerous they were.
Donald's so angry with his tone as well.
They wanted these mechs to end up right here in the shackling prison.
So it's like they knew they would get confiscated. That's honestly like kind of a crazy smart.
If these things already started taking action while nobody was paying attention, then the whole prison is in trouble, I'm afraid.
I mean, especially with people already like knocked out and on the ground as well, 100%.
And to make things worse, another group of visitors just entered the depths of the shackling prison.
Yeah, Mose and
messengers from the Xianzhou Yaoqing.
Xiao, yeah.
And the prisoner they came to visit might be the target whom these wolf-shaped mechs were delivered here for.
Oh yeah.
If that vicious beast manages to break free, it will be a catastrophe for the Xianzhou Luofu.
110%. This is so crazy, man. How they set it up from the start with the IPC getting their stuff taken and stuff. But again, Scott said he didn't even know what was happening there. He didn't know why he was acting like that. So I wonder if they were able to do something when they attacked the IPC ship. And is that when they like put Borisin like stuff in there? Oh, okay. We're switching to Xiao Xiao's perspective. Didn't expect that.
Here we are.
Awesome.
Have we arrived already, Your Honor? Shouldn't there be a cage here?
The most notorious felons are locked away in the solitary delves, deep down in the prison. Those delves can't be opened without proper authorization.
Okay.
The blue bird paves the path, and the Stygian lanterns illuminate it.
So that's the
Help
blue
me light up
bird?
these lanterns, and the way to the bottom of the shackling prison will reveal itself.
I love a tight pants high boot combo. You know what I mean? For some reason, it just like it works very well in terms of like style. You know? Yeah, looks very cool. Let's check out some of his moves here for a second. Very fancy. Okay.
A slow simmer over low heat.
Is that like a? It's like almost like a salute. Yo. How we doing? Oh my God! Is that what I did?
A slow simmer over low heat, or a quick stir fry over high heat.
Oh, he's talking about cooking again. You look at Mose, who's shaking his head lightly at you. Guess this isn't really time for jokes. Perhaps this stifling and somber mood of the shackling prison has gotten to him. That's why he's either up for chatting or for humoring you. So there is I definitely got that from the relationship that he generally does humor Xiao Xiao a lot of times too.
I've given you the diagrams for lighting the lanterns.
Okay.
Please take a look.
Oh, so that's the order we have to go with? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. The markings on the stone indicate the order in which the Stygian lanterns need to be lit from top to bottom. Very well. So will it show us exactly? So we look at here. This is our starting point. So we have to go diagonally to there. So that's the first one. Sorry. So diagonally from the first one is over here. Okay. From our starting point is diagonal. To here. And then back around to here. And then back to that one there. Yeah, so here. Should work out. Touch. Highlight one. And then we have to go. That's the last one. So the next one we have to go to is here. Is it low down? It is here. So the next one is here. So we'll descend down. I think this is the order anyway. I could be wrong. Makes sense. I was going to stop, but it seems that like we're heading towards something pretty crazy here, so I might keep going for a bit longer here. 100%. Is this the last? Oh no, this is already lit. Is it? It's this one. Sorry, my bad. Wait. Yeah? No. Yeah, I was wondering there for a second. I guess got it wrong. And then this is the last one over here. No. No, I got it wrong already. Did I? No. Wait. No, I definitely got the... How did I get turned around? Oh, I didn't. Okay. Maybe I just got turned around in my mind there for a second when I spun around a few times, maybe. Because I was like, I thought I got that completely right. And I did. Very cool. Secret passageway, we love it. We love a secret passageway for sure. Let's go.
The path is open. Once we descend to the bottom of the prison, please do not do anything reckless.
Man, as we descend deeper, there is again like that presence of this place, this cold, kind of scary presence. You see like a little few broken things here. Was that a doorway? Not the thing that was lighting up.
Inside the delve behind this door is the greatest enemy of the Foxians.
Look at that! Like even this here, it's like not an ordinary like container. Like it looks dangerous, it looks terrifying. It has this like energy, this like spirit energy coming from it or something. Oh, I think you can hear him as well as he's like, and his shackles are shaking too. I have a big worry about this, man. For sure. This is worrying.
According to custom, envoys from the Yaoqing visit the Xianzhou Lafu once every century to check on this abomination's imprisonment and condition. Even though the Ten Lords Commission sentenced Hoolay to the Forest of Swords, suffering every day for the rest of his life, I understand that the Yaoqing messengers want to see him dead.
Oh yeah, for all that he did, 100%. I don't look down on them at all for their opinion on this.
Unfortunately, for the past 7 centuries, they've had to return disappointed. Because this beast simply can't be killed.
Very serious look on his face, a very rare serious look, right? I mean, it's a serious matter.
If we can use his toxin to create medicine and save an innocent life, it might help balance out some of the sins he's committed.
And of course, Jiao Shu is a medic, right? And he's thinking about things, you know, between like the life and the death, that balances that too, right? And the idea that like, he talked about earlier, the idea like, you know, with a few extra ingredients, a poison can become like something either deadly or it can become something that can heal you, right? And he's looking at that here too.
Could you be the key to a cure for the General? Hoolay.
Thinking about Feixiao. So maybe that's the toxin that's inside of her. Oh, they snap. It's the guy from earlier. I noticed the hair.
And once again,
yeah,
the envoys of the Yaoqing will leave disappointed. However, I won't say the same for me and mine.
Yeah, from the start, like this is who Yanqing was interrogating, not interrogating, but questioning at the start because he felt like he let his guard down.
Who's there?
I'm just a humble counselor of the Rhino Hound.
Rhino Hound.
You can call me Mock Talk.
That's Mock Talk.
Wardens, intruders on the lowest level. Send
Oh,
reinforcements.
a lot of them are probably already gone as well.
Nobody will hear you here.
Oh my god.
The shackling prison.
They legit set this up so like well. Like it legit it felt like it was like all like hectic and frantic the way they were doing this with the Borisin at first. And when they first like attacked here, it was like, well, why are they here? There was actually such like an intricate plan in place for this.
Thank you for opening up the prison for us, Your Honor. We'll take it from
you. Think you're getting past these 3? Come on, guys.
No wonder I kept smelling that familiar stench. So it wasn't just my imagination. Do your thing, Moza.
Moza's way better than what I was saying. Moza.
We mustn't let these abominations get any closer.
Here we go. Are we getting to fight as these 3 characters or just like, okay, it's just, okay, that's fine.
Too many of them for this.
Once we were inside the shackling prison, we found soldiers available for us everywhere.
Did they infect other soldiers? Or did he's just saying he destroyed them? So obviously like he's probably not like a main DPS, right? Because he is like kind of like a healer. But we don't really have like a you know,
it's
wrong thing. I did not mean to do that.
With me.
It's okay though. It happened. Okay, let's take a look at. There's there's attacks here. Yeah, blast. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let's check stuff out though. Okay, so we'll start off with. Oh my god, look at him with the star as well.
Needs a little more heat.
Great damage done there as well. speed up this aspect, of course. We're trying to see his moves as well.
Bloom, keep patching me up.
Nice little shot there for you. Nice little shot there for you. I'm looking to see what the single target looks like. And then see what this move looks like as well.
I'm honored.
I love seeing these moves. Oh my god, like he's like poised and ready with the smile, the mischievous smile.
Since you're already here,
Jesus Christ, what's that? Wait, it's like a
why not
paw.
have a meal before?
Oh god, gorgeous. I mean,
I suggest
cool.
you surrender now.
But still though, that was such a cool move. Like you like put the ball just like a boiling paw. That's awesome.
But I promise it'll be swift.
How about letting the enemy strike first?
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
I really feel like this was a perfect setup.
Eternal sleep.
I feel like it was a perfect setup for the reveal here as well and all this stuff. Like there was like breadcrumbs left for us. It makes like this threat feel like really like, you know, legit, right? For sure.
A little more heat.
Nice, a little more heat again. Like the idea of cooking things up as well. Look, we're in that circle here too. Look at this. It's like we're inside a boiling pot.
Receive divinity. Keep patching me up.
There we go, Luca. Nice stuff.
Presumptuous. Die now.
Shui is like so aggressive with this too.
It's not
We'll leave if you can. Is there a plan here with Mose? I wonder.
Lend me your strength.
More seasoned.
Again, let's see this again. Look at this. I love that it's literally like cooking them up.
Since you're
like boiling them in a pot.
here,
All these ingredients, there's different ways to cook people.
why not have a meal before?
Stunner. Absolute stunner. And now it's just him left. I like sometimes using enemies when I don't even know what they do. You know what I mean? Like, I like using characters when I don't know what they're doing. You know what I mean? I don't even know like what his moves are or anything as this too, but like I'm enjoying using his moves. You know what I mean? It's like I actually quite like that.
It's better to make no move. A little more heat.
Nothing major.
Moon Rage.
We've entered the storm.
Before anything can happen, let's do this.
To guard and defend. Crush them.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead return.
A bit of damage there. And this could end it, but I'm not sure because like he has height. He doesn't have any weaknesses to this, so it might not. Oh, it did. No, it didn't. Okay, it almost did. Of course, our DPS, main DPS, Lusha. Oh my god, we're getting a cutscene too. Oh, they're defending it so brutally here as well. Look at this. Still has a smile on his face. Seeing her in action is awesome too. Wait, what? Desperately raging towards the gate as well. No. 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 What? There's no freaking way. And he told him to leave as well? No. Oh my god. Hoolay. She just went straight for it. She went straight for it, but no one's been able to kill him. Oh no, she just got swatted. Leave her alone. Do not touch her. Do not touch her.
Waited for too long.
His voice. Leave her alone. Don't touch her. No. Stop. Someone stop him.
Kindred. A sad scene indeed.
It's been a long time.
Did he just crush her again?
Welcome back.
He squares onto her. Oh my freaking god. And they're all oh my what the hell?
How many times has Verdantia spun around since our last hunt?
Look at him.
Duran's whelp. Tell me your name.
Duran's whelp. Did you see him like he crushed Shui like in his hands? That was so, you know what I mean? It's not just like brutal or painful, like it was so invasive, him like brushing across her hair and then crushing her like that. That is so brutal. They have built up Hoolay so much throughout this entire chapter and such a short time in this section as well. that when I saw his hands coming out that door, I felt that fear, man. I felt like, oh my god, this has gone too far already. I never thought they'd get this far. At all. Like, that cutscene was incredible. They were fighting, and by the way, that also showcases how dangerous this is. They were fighting brutally, so they couldn't even get close to the door. But it looks like he devoured some of the other Borisin that came in there, and that's how he became, like, powerful again. No, he said, like, my first meal was, like, my own kin. And even though she knew she couldn't do anything about it, I'm making it clear, Shui knew that she couldn't defeat him. She still had to try. Jesus Christ, man.
Oh, great Hoolay. Nemesis of
the Foxy. This is terrifying. I feel sick.
Of all beings. I'm Moktok, a humble counselor of the Rhino House.
I feel so sick.
I am only one insignificant heir spawned from your bloodline.
Do we have to like call, I know it sounds crazy, do you have to like call Jingliu again?
It's been at least 7 centuries since you led our pack through the hunting grounds of the stars. I'm thrilled to see that you are as cunning and skillful.
Cunning? What he did there was like brutal. I can't, like, you know what? I know she's like an android, but she's still like a living person to me. And like her getting crushed there, that crunch, like it made me feel sick.
7 centuries. 7 centuries have passed. But why have Duran's whelps
he's horrible.
grown to look like this? Tell me, Moktok, why have you grown to assemble our most despicable slaves and enemies?
Jesus Christ, like, I can't get over what I'm looking at right now. He's actually here. He actually escaped. And then, again, like, yeah, do you see how they treat the Foxians, how they look at the Foxians? Absolutely horrific. Deserve everything that he's gonna get.
I've been commanded to release you from this cursed prison. It is Senjai's will.
Fate. So Senjai is their fate?
That's why I had to take a magic pill, don the skin of a lowly beast.
This is disgusting.
Play along with their hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy, buddy. You literally called them slaves. You literally tried to, like, you literally enslave them. And this is one of those things. Horrible people justify their actions in this way. Horrible creatures justify their actions in this way.
Since you have an escape plan, tell me, what's our next move to get off of this ridiculously large ship?
We can't let him off the ship. We can't.
My brothers and I will lock down this prison, trapping the prison guards inside. This will buy us some time.
If he gets off the ship, it's so bad.
The rest of my crew, who are undercover like me, will secure the vessels for our escape. According to the plan, we only have 4 hours to get out of here.
This isn't even, by the way, just Hoolay. This is Hoolay who has 700 years of bitterness built up as well.
Originally, I intended to carry out the plan tomorrow, but they're planning to transfer you to the Xianzhou Yaoqing now. So I seized this opportunity to set you free.
The plan, like the breadcrumbs that we saw since the start of this was so masterfully done, right? It really was, how they led us to this moment.
What a reckless plan, you idiot. Even if we manage to get the ships, our chances of escaping are slimmer than a Foxian slipping through my claws.
But we have to find someone to stop him, right? We have to.
But we have no other choice. The angel serving under the Master of Immortality sent me with a message. Only your return will end the prolonged divisions among the Borisin.
So they're divided. The Borisins are divided. There's like maybe like a civil war going on of some kind.
Every one of my crew is ready to lay down their lives if it means setting you free.
Well, I can tell you're all delusional. You're all delusional. We should...
A sneaky weakling like you is actually showing some reckless.
We're just standing here?
With this plan. Fine. You'll get what you want. And all of Duran's whelps.
I guess Zhao Shou is captured?
Well then, my lord. We should leave now.
Before we go, give me one of those magic pills.
Wait, he's gonna turn into like a Foxian?
My lord, you seriously want to don the skin of a lowly beast? That would be a disgrace to your greatness, my lord.
You idiot. Greatness means nothing without freedom. Once I get out, I'll need a disguise that won't raise any suspicion.
This is... It's not just how they built this up so well. In this scene right now, I swear I'm feeling so tense. Like I'm desperately just like I'm like in my mind I'm like call Yunli or something, please.
As you wish, my lord.
Call all the quintet. Call them all.
Is that foxy
Shut your mouth.
my meal?
Don't call him that whatsoever. You're absolutely horrific.
No, he's an envoy from the Xianzhou Yaoqing. I plead you to endure him a bit, my lord, as he's more valuable as a hostage. Take him, guys. Time to move on.
You're just giving him a plan to escape with this stuff too. But what happened to Shui and Mose? Oh, we're switching to Stell again. What the hell though? But like, I mean, I know we have to switch back, but that was a crazy scene.
The wardens in all areas are regrouping. Those Ingenium enemies are wandering around and causing heavy casualties.
Look at what they carried out here. Look in the back here. There's guards knocked out. There's guards probably dead. So in a way, like as well, by the way, the Yaoqing were like 100% accurate in their estimations that Hoolay would escape. 100%.
And to make things worse, those iron wolves broke open the cages and let the criminals out. We've called for backup, but it seems like all communication is jammed.
This is a really scary situation. It really is like what they've said. Like again, like this whole thing, like all encompassing, like the escape of Hoolay, now the escape of these prisoners or whatever as well. The knocking out of people, the killing of people, what this could lead to. We're right before this festival we're putting on as well. It's in the midst of a thing as well with the general. He's already under question for like his security here on the Xianzhou. Like it is like 100% like such a crazy time.
Let's preserve our strength and first take down the isolated prisoners. By decree of the 10 lords, all prison breakers and intruders shall be apprehended. Dead or alive.
Dead or alive? You were just gonna kill people?
Just a short time ago, another key mechanism was activated. It was probably Madame Shui and the Yaoqing messengers heading to the bottom of the prison. Given the situation, I'm afraid that area is exactly where our enemies are targeted.
I'm never gonna get the image of Shui again, like the fear in her eyes as she had like was getting grabbed by the head. Never gonna forget that.
We mustn't let that vile beast escape from its
already
cage.
Has.
We've gathered all the prison guards who can still fight, and we'll split up and secure each floor.
Go.
You need 100,000 soldiers.
Those intruders are quite bold. They must have been planning this for quite a while.
Yeah, like the hints of it there. I wonder if it was like, I don't know if the IPC were involved in this. I can't imagine the IPC are actually directly involved in this, because this would just be the death of any like future dealings with Xianzhou. It would be absolute death. So I wonder if it was like, since back then the Borisin like used that as a distraction. They knew that this stuff would get confiscated. Obviously they did. They knew it would get taken down here. They infiltrated this place by pretending to be different soldiers and different people, and then the reason they did it today obviously was because of what happened with the Feixiao being rightly concerned.
Indeed, but Borisin tend to favor direct and aggressive approaches. Crafting careful and precise plans like this is simply not their
Which is probably why no one suspected this would happen.
Let's focus on the current situation right now. Please help
Anything.
me.
Anything at all. Looks like the testimony will have to wait, huh? Like I said, wherever we go, we always end up in trouble. This is a fun line to say. We might as well say something fun after all the horrors that we just seen. I can't believe like we got to see Hoolay like that.
Bottom of this prison, Miss Hanya. If we don't get there quickly, we'll soon be outnumbered by all the enemies.
Are we gonna be able to fight that? I mean, you could probably. I mean, I'm guessing Imperator Lune could probably do it, right? But
we'll have to bend the rules. Please follow me.
Yeah, I'm up for bending some rules. Jesus Christ.
By decree of the 10 lords, all prison breakers and intruders shall be apprehended, dead or alive.
Yes, ma'am.
Just saying we have to kill. You're going to kill any prisoners that we come across as well. That's what it said, that they come across as well. Yeah, this was like, story-wise, this was built up so well. Can I tell you what I thought was going to happen? Like, and I always say this, guys, because I always like to say, like, oh, this is what I thought was going to happen, instead of, like, what actually did happen. Like, look at this here, by the way. Was she always here? Would you got a hint of this if we went by here and were like, look at this, But yeah, what I thought was going to happen was, with this Hoolay stuff, like, I don't know if I expected him to, like, escape. I think what I expected with Hoolay was maybe an almost escape, and then, like, a battle with him, and then we, like, knocked him down, like, but he never left that, like, doorway that he was down there. But I expected there to be, like, a looming threat, you know what I mean, as well. I didn't expect this to happen in such a way. I did not. Is this a way we can
Hold your position here.
Oh my god, she's giving orders as she's passing by him. That's so cool too. Yeah, I didn't expect it to happen like in this way. And also the brutality of it, like again, they have sold Hoolay to us as one of the most brutal characters ever.
We need a few tools if we want to reach the bottom quickly. Follow me to the next floor.
Yeah. No, like the way they built up Hoolay.
The path is cut off.
Nothing short of incredible.
Someone must have altered the mechanism. No matter. It'll just require a bit more work to get through.
Oh, we have to do this type of stuff? I'm not opposed to this type of stuff. This is like RPG 101 type stuff, but like I'm not going to say I'm going to be amazing at it either, you know? You're not going to see me be perfect at this stuff, but hey, we'll try our best, you know? Or maybe it might not even be a puzzle at all, you know what I mean? It might just be very simple. Yeah, these locations are incredible. I can't get the image of Shui out of my mind, guys. I just can't. It's really horrible. But I think that's the intention. The intention is just to show how absolutely disgusting and how far he's going. He's not a good creature, you know what I mean? He's talking about like the Foxians in such a horrible, horrific way.
Some spiritfarers occasionally use ingenia from the Artisanship Commission to navigate the treacherous terrain here. Normally, using devices like the shifting screen is strictly forbidden.
Yeah.
As they could help prisoners escape.
Okay.
But given the urgency of the situation, let's just ignore the usual regulations.
Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree. I'm glad that Hanya is like not like silly to, you know, not being like, we can't do this, it's against regulation. No, like this is such a serious matter. Such a terrifyingly serious matter. This is like an arc of itself, right? This is, to me, and it is a main quest. Like the continuous missions are technically main quests, right? 100%. Oh my god, look at all these bodies spewed everywhere here as well. There's enemies there too. We don't have to fight everybody, of course. In fact, we probably would need to fight many creatures. But like they're really selling like how brutal this whole attack was and how like it was so orchestrated to the point that they got this far into attacking people that didn't even realize that what was going to happen. Holy hell. This is the place we were in before with oh yeah, we have to go down. Yes, we're close.
I hope we're not too late. Hang in there, sister.
Hang in there, sister Shui. Oh my god, she's gonna see what happened to Shui. Yeah. This nervous feeling, man. But yeah, like this feels like an arc of itself. It feels like its own like main Trailblaze quest. It's like, wait, is this it? It is it. Oh my god, they're already gone. Is it wrong to be kind of relieved and scared that they're gone already? Because like I'm feeling this feeling of like, okay, thank God it's not gonna be Stella and Dunhung are gonna get like freaking crushed by this thing and Hanya. But also at the same time too, I'm like, where are they now? You know, where are they now?
Looks like there was a fierce battle here not long ago.
Oh, she's gonna see Shui.
The gate to the prison delve is wide open. Hoolay has managed to break free.
Yeah. Absolutely terrifying.
Where are the Yaoqing messengers? And where's my sister? Are they still alive?
Let's look around. Maybe we'll find some clues.
Sure. This dread that they've given me in this game. She was over there, right? Oh, she's looking. You see her sparking over there. Look at her. Oh my god. She can be repaired though, right?
Is here.
Oh, look at this. And again, the circuitry doesn't make it any better. It almost like makes it like worse that we can see like a big like direct like the smoke coming off, or like it's so like in your face in a way. She can be repaired, right?
Miss Shui briefly sacrificed herself.
No.
My condolences. Miss Hanya.
No. No. No, there's no. She can be repaired. There's no way.
Condolences. Well, that's
No.
unnecessary.
She can be repaired, right?
You misunderstand. Thanks to the Ten Lords' blessing.
Okay.
My sister turned into an ingenium centuries ago. Dying and returning as just a
Jesus
soul to the
Christ.
Holocaust document office has become a routine.
I love that Don Hong was being very obviously like respectful about this, but I guess she's gonna go into another body, right?
While I'm not keen on seeing her throw away her body like it's some replaceable part.
Yeah. At the very least, because I thought they were literally like, oh yeah, we just killed off a character here. Like that. I'm not, by the way, I don't like...
By the way, have you seen bodies that might be the Yaoqing messengers? One of them is a Foxian wearing exquisite clothes, and the other wears a dark cloak, like a fugitive.
Yeah, Mozan. Yeah, but I was gonna say, like, I'm not one of those people that believes you need to have, like, deaths in the story to, like, sell danger, because, like, I think, like, you know, for me, like, consequences or danger in a game, like, are also, like the trauma that people have forever, as we've seen that on Don Hung. The actual, like, ramifications on the world that we see. We've seen so much with what's happened with the Zan Show and, you know, Fantilia and the Ambrosial Arbor. There are consequences of those things there. So I don't need characters to die. It's not like I'm like, oh, I better not kill off these characters, because I know for story reasons you can do that, but also at the same time too, it's also, like, very, like, you know, if you're gonna do it, it has to be so necessary, you know?
No, I haven't found any Foxian bodies. Only Borisin ones.
So he obviously he was taken as a prisoner, yeah.
So, the intruders and Hoolay are holding the Yaoqing messengers hostage.
Yeah.
This is the worst situation. With hostages in their grasp, the prison guards can't do anything about the prisoners. If anything happens to the messengers, the relationship between the Yaoqing and the Luofu...
She's still thinking about this, like, politically as well. Yeah, because it makes 100% sense. Like, they're already, like, questioning the leadership of the general already. But also at the same time too, like we can't have anything happen to them in general. You know, they're living people who did nothing wrong.
We must rescue the messengers, get out of here, and spread the news. We mustn't give up as long as there's a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, like, we have to do something. I'm terrified, but we have to do something.
What have you found, Miss Hanya?
Wait. What?
Reconstruct.
Did Shui go into this broken side crane?
It's my sister. Looks like her soul hasn't returned to the Hall of Karma yet.
It just went to the nearest machine that was working?
At such a critical moment, her death can give us information that we can turn into an advantage.
I guess so. That's crazy. So it must have been like it was the nearest machine closest to them that was working, that the soul transferred into. This is a brutal image, by the way. It still is. I'm never gonna get that out of my head ever. Even though, like, again, she can be recreated, it doesn't matter. Like, it's still brutal.
The damage isn't too bad. If I can fix it up, my sister will have a temporary body.
Repair. Oh, this mechanic. We haven't done this in a while, actually. It's been a long while. Where's the rotate? How do we rotate, by the way? Like this, yeah. Let me just get down to this as well. No, not right. Oh no, we have to get one to the proper symbols. What am I doing? Me, I'll just put them on any one of them. It's fine. No, wrong one. We wanted to go up here. Yeah. I was just putting them on any symbol, but no, you have to get them on the right symbol.
Hanya, I'm back.
That's a crazy thing to be able to do, by the way, just going to the nearest machine.
Welcome back, sister. I don't know what kind of expression I should have at a time like this. Happy? Tears of joy? Forget it. I'm used to you coming back in all sorts of forms.
So like, she has to feel these different emotions over and over again. That's pretty convenient, I guess.
Don't let me be damaged again. I'll lose my memories.
Oh, so we cannot do. If she gets damaged one more time, she'll lose her memories. Okay.
Can't hold of me.
Well, this is kind of hard to listen to, isn't it?
Sister, what did you see when you were killed?
Through intermittent in its delivery, the cyclone provides you with yeah. Okay.
One of the Yaoqing messengers escaped, and the other one was taken hostage and brought upwards.
Yeah, because Zhao Xiao said to Mose, like, get out of here, right? He said, like, get out of here as quick as possible.
Besides the Borisin, there were other intruders. Invisible.
Invisible intruders.
Invisible intruders? What does that even mean? How many conspiracies are tangled up in this mess? Do me a favor, sister. The intruders have cut off all communication between inside and outside the prison. And now you're the only person, the only bird, who can slip out undetected.
Also, maybe she can give out the warning to everybody as well? Possibly?
Make sure you deliver the news to the outside
Yeah,
world.
makes sense. Makes perfect sense.
I understand. Please be careful, sister. You are different from me.
This has been it's I know it's like saying like this is it's so creative in a way, but like again it's hard to like enjoy the creativeness of it sometimes, because I just realized that I'm like, man, this is such a creative storyline and such a creative way to do this, such a great way of building the world and showcasing what like some of these machines can do and what she can do, but then it's also like it's hard to enjoy because it's like, man, there's such a brutality of what just happened, you know? Yep, I read it myself, by the way. It's gone into the shadowy passage because I know it's going to pass by. Oh, it didn't pass by quickly this time. I could have read that.
Time is running out, Miss Hanya. If we keep delaying, those Borisin will escape from the prison.
All right. If we happen to come across that Yaoqing messenger who got away... No. Stopping Hoolay should probably be our top priority.
Traverse the nether key, okay. Yeah, like, I when I say it's creative, by the way, it's like, it's so cool to see like how they do the world building here, how she can like transfer to a different machine here in this way as well. It was really cool to see like how like, even though there was like this really terrifying thing going on, Zhao Xiao and Mose like jumped into action and did something actually pretty smart, and they got Mose out of there. Mose out of there, and Zhao Xiao kind of knew he was probably going to be taken prisoner at that moment too because he was too valuable. I think they probably knew this. But it's also like seeing all the laid out plans of everybody throughout this whole story. Like, this feels like a real crisis, but there's so much creativity put into it as well, and such a well-built story. It's really well done. Honestly. It's hard not to just be like, so, look up, we're going to like molten lava areas here. Things are getting like deep. And it's another space anchor, so it's going to be another,
Wait!
I don't know how you'd say it.
Something feels off. Something's approaching us.
Something is approaching us?
Invisible intruders?
What the hell? Oh my god, is Santis Medicus? No freaking way. Is it Santis Medicus again? That would make sense with Fantilia, right?
These abominations aren't prisoners from this prison.
No. That would make so much sense if it was Fantilia as well, right? So much sense. Let's just go for it. We probably should have given Jingliu some power there, but it's okay. We need to raise our ability as soon as possible.
Bloom.
Because this will take away their powers of resurrection.
Don't get cocky.
Oh, they don't have powers of resurrection? Okay, maybe not all of them, I guess. No, some of them do. Okay, yeah. It's fine though. We're going to be able to defeat them very easily as well.
Lend me your strength.
Yeah, they're gone as well. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. Oh, look, we just give him some punches here as well.
Lend me your strength.
Tedious.
Great shot as well.
Blade of moonlight.
He resurrects just to be destroyed. Hey guys, I'm back! Oh.
Prison management on the Lawfu is truly concerning.
Oh, he's here!
Who are you?
Aren't you looking for me?
We are looking for you. She looks so cool, doesn't she, Jingliu? She looks so freaking cool. I adore her so much. Great blast. Great blast. We should probably save it if there's a third wave, right? Is there a third wave? Is there any way of knowing that? I think it probably is, but I probably forget.
Just
it's okay though.
On the fight. Eternal sleep is not the end.
Let's go for it.
Return!
I love these kind of like still like he's talking from the shadows almost as well.
To guard and defend, crush them. Lend me your strength.
We're gonna have no. We can do a blast though because it doesn't even cost anything. Great stuff again. Before we lose out in our power, let's go for this too.
Revealed.
I didn't like honestly like I just chose Jingliu here because I thought that like because she was a character we haven't used in a while, but it's actually very fitting that we have her here as well for this stuff too. Is he? Oh, I see him over there. Actually, he wasn't even talking with the shadows. He was literally just. Oh, he's actually kind of cool, isn't he? Standing against the wall as he like converses with us, from a distance. Very cool stuff. This man seems to materialize from shadowy corners in the prison as if he could vanish in thin air at any moment. That's the vibe you get, right? That he is like a shadow himself. The fugitive wearing a dark cloak spoken by Hanya now stands before you. His face is devoid of any expression and cold and indifferent, yet inexplicably you could decipher the expressionless facade as if it whispered, "You're finally here." Oh my god, he's like, "Oh, I was waiting for you."
The prison management on the Lawfu is truly concerned.
He said this during the battle as well. You already said that a moment ago? Wait, was he like repeating it what he said just like because you need to hear it, You already said that a moment ago?
What if I repeat it? It's the truth after all.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Prison management on the Lawfu is truly concerning.
I do love that he's like, you need to hear what I say about this.
At least 2 different groups of intruders infiltrated here. The wolf cubs and these Mara-struck soldiers. Their hiding technique. It's pretty similar to the wind mantle technique used by the Vidyadhara serving Kailorum Venti on the Yaoqing. What do you think?
Like being able to hide their persona and change their persona?
Well, never mind if you don't have any clues. Now is not the time to exchange assassination.
Yeah, it's a serious situation going on.
Wotza. My friend fell into the clutches of that wolf. I was planning to escape and report back as quickly as possible. But now it seems... the prison on the Lawfu is a real maze, I must admit.
So you're a bit lost, which is fine.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Moza.
Moza?
We'll do our best to ensure your friend's safety.
No, you can do nothing for him now. And you shouldn't be focusing on his safety at the moment.
Man, for him to say this as well. But isn't he your friend? I mean, he probably has a reason for saying this. I think Xiao Xiao wanted him to leave, by the way, as well.
Your friend is in Hulay's clutches, and you're just going to leave him behind?
He has to have a reason for saying this.
Look, I'm the Yaoqing General's guard, not his. I've seen how that giant wolf fights, and there's no way. Trying to save my friend will only get us killed.
Okay, so he has his, again, okay, it's one of those things, he's like, I'm not here to guard him, I'm here to guard the, okay. And he's saying that, like, it will probably get us in more trouble trying to save him. I still want to try and save him, though.
I don't know how you think, but I won't throw my life away for a lost cause. Listen up. I've been tracking these fugitives, and I know their next move. They're planning to seal off the entire prison to keep the outside world in the dark.
So no one knows what's happening down here? Is that the case?
The worst case scenario. We are all killed by that giant wolf, and the shackling prison is sealed off. No one will know about us or about their escape until it's too late.
Yeah, so they're planning on just like cutting off all information. That's why we tried to send out Shui, right? For sure.
And the best case scenario.
Oh god. We could kick all the bad guys' butts. We trapped them inside the prison. Both we and the intruders get trapped inside the prison. We trapped them inside the prison. I'm just gonna be positive about this, I guess. When in different gates, he sizes you up down. Somehow you decipher his expression on his face as saying, "This person's lost their mind. How pitiful." Oh my god. He's like this like poetic, like dark superhero type that's like always in the corner brooding in the shadows.
The best case scenario would be we seal the gates and trap the enemy inside with us.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Let that monstrous wolf escape.
And I get what he's saying. It's like one of those things where, like, at least he won't be able to get out of here, you know?
Hopefully, someone will eventually notice that something is off and come to help. As for whether we'll still be alive by then, it's not something we should think about.
So it's a matter of just, like, survival then. Like, just trying to survive until someone figures out that something's wrong.
You should have a way of comforting people, Mr. Bolt.
I think he's just, like, a much darker character in terms of his personality. But I wonder as well if he, like, comes from a place of, like, his own perception of what realism is. Like, I'm up for hope, Danhong, all the time. If you want to give us some hope, I'm up for it. I'm so up for it.
As a person of the Yaoqing, I've always searched for something meaningful to give my life to.
I have to make it out alive. My companions are waiting for me.
We have to. I'm not, 100%. Like, and we have such a great life. We love the people we're around. That's motivation enough for me to get out of here too.
As another world dweller, I've already died once.
Jesus, man. Well, then I'll give it my all. I want to make it out alive. Yeah.
Yeah. We won't give up. Not until the very last moment.
Love it. The motivation that the Trailblazers can give you, and Hanya as well. There's like, I love the motivations here as well. It's like, I want to see my companions. I don't want to die. Hanya's like, I already died once. It's just these simple but effective and beautiful motivations.
None of you are part of the Ten Lords Commission, so sacrificing yourselves isn't the right move. As a judge, it's my responsibility to guard this prison, and if someone should step up to stop Hoolay from escaping, it should be me.
I don't want anything to happen to you either, though. At all.
Once we reach the gate, I hope you'll help me seal it. After that, I'll do everything I can to fight the Borisin. And you find a safe place to hide and wait for reinforcements.
I don't want Hanya to be like put in the line of danger either. Can we not just like find a different way where we can all escape and also trap them here?
Now, let's proceed upward.
We're just going. Okay, so Hanya's like, yeah, I'm going down with the ship. Oh, so okay, so look at what Mose did as well. Yeah, like I know it's like it's one of those things where like I have to be a realist sometimes. I know like I also like I think I look at things from a logical perspective a lot of times as well. But also I have no problem saying that like I don't. I've said it before in videos too that I have no problem saying I look at things from an emotional perspective too, because like people who pretend they don't do that, like who don't look at things for like truth, like oh I love this person, I want this person to be okay. Oh my God, I remember this. Yeah, I want this person to be happy. I want this person to be safe, all that stuff. Like, they're lying to themselves, right? Like, they just probably want to make themselves seem smarter, that they like. It's like, I always like look at it from just logical all the time. It's like, yeah, you can be logical, but also like have emotion injected in it too. But obviously I understand what Hanya is saying and what she wants to do here. It doesn't change the fact that it's not going to be, that it would be easy. It doesn't make it easy at all. The idea of her, like, putting herself in this danger.
The punches decide.
Especially with how much admiration we have for Hanya already, you know what I mean?
Lend me your strength.
He's gonna come back. Huh, back, and this time you guys are dead.
Blade of
do you wanna not do that? Okay, I'm dead. Do you wanna not do that, please?
With the outcome.
We can definitely avoid these enemies as well. Don't give them the satisfaction. Oh, I'm invisible. I bet you are.
Mere worldly possessions.
Where are we? We're heading all the way up here as well. Look at how high we're going as well. This place is gigantic. This place is ginormous. And it's switched this around too.
We must seal the entrance before the Borisin fugitives get out.
I love that she's reminding us of our task as well every single time too. Makes so much sense. So we're literally just heading up to try and seal the entrance. I still feel so nervous as I'm doing this. I still feel so nervous because I don't know where this is going to end up at all. Yeah, there's no way I can end the video now. Honestly, there's no way I could. My stomach is churning thinking about what could happen here. Churning right now. We're back here. Oh, where all the crates were as well, yeah. Should we, just in case there's a battle or something, should we do this as well? Well, I know there's like a purple thing there, but that was always there, right? But just in case.
Let's wait and see.
because the purple thing there makes me feel like there is going to be some sort of battle or something.
We're almost there. The gate is just ahead.
Remember we were here before and we gave orders, and now like they already attacked here again, it seems? Oh, usually I'd avoid the battle, but we have to.
The moon shines on the truth.
No, I tried to do an attack. It's okay though, it's okay. Let's just go for this.
All will be revealed.
On the trail we blaze. Yeah, I bet you did that. Come back to life and stuff. Get a hobby. Get a life.
Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm.
Well, what's your job? I come back to life after I'm killed by Yunli. Okay.
Crush them.
You contribute into society, buddy? Is that what you're doing? You guys are done. Look at this. Lovely stuff.
I'll see you off. Bloom.
I know why we did that. I guess it's just for no reason. Yeah, there we go. That's fine.
Do not concern yourself with the outcome.
Oh yeah, we have to save this person, right? 100%. Yeah, like no problem whatsoever. I'm gonna save this person. Like it's different if like we're like faced with like.
Lend me your strength.
How do I say it? Like if we're looking down the barrel, like and it's just like we can avoid these guys. But like this is a different situation altogether. Like when I see someone there that needs help, I feel like I want to help them as much as possible. Honestly.
Lend me your strength.
If I can help them, I will.
Blade of moonlight. All will be revealed.
So
in lunar
cool.
flame.
Such a great move. Not that we needed to do that, but still. Just so we can help this person at the very least, right? Like, I don't mind avoiding other battles, but like I like it's just when you see someone getting cornered like that, it does feel terrible. Oh.
Show your courage.
Let's wait and see.
The moon shines on the truth.
I will hold them back. Don't let Hoolay escape.
No, Hanya, please come. I know this is Hanya going to be staying back so we're moving forward, I guess.
Repay.
I understand why she's doing it. It doesn't make it easy. It doesn't make it easy at all.
Stand down.
Let's go.
You chose the wrong enemy.
The dead might return. They might return.
The dead return.
Yeah. I was thinking that. I was thinking it and you said it.
Try harder.
Where's the applause? Let's see some sparks fly!
Love this. It's just such a like an instantly great move, right? Just punching someone. It's such a great move.
You can't kill me.
Lend me your strength.
But getting rid of these guys as soon as possible, I'm so for it. Oh, we don't have enough ability here. Yeah, with Hanya, I think gives back that ability to attack again. Like what do they call them again? I forget what they're called. I'm playing this game for so long, there's still some stuff I don't know what they're called.
To guard and defend. Crush them.
The punches decide.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
Stand down.
We'll go for the single target, and we'll then get this, and we'll let you get an extra attack in after that. Not an extra attack, but like our extra damage, I should say.
In lunar flame.
Such a cool move.
Do not concern yourself with the outcome.
Did Hanya come with us? Because she sounded like she was going to try and leave us behind, or she was going to make us go on ahead. But it sounds like maybe she did come with us. Because I feel like they would have made a bigger fuss about that, you know? For sure. Whoa, what an angle. The Shaken prison becomes a killing field. The prison guards try to resist, but Feixiao can only watch them fall. He's literally watching them die as he's walking by. Like, how brutal is that? He's laughing as he's doing it as well.
This brings back such familiar memories. Memories of
Look at Feixiao's face.
gnawing and tearing. Oh, they're back. They're back.
Like,
They've all come back.
the brutality of this, and then just, like, hearing this creature that sees you as a slave, carrying you through this area, desperately, like, doesn't give a damn about you, by the way, doesn't give a damn about you, it doesn't give a damn about all these lives, brutally destroying them as he's going by and treating it like it's a happy memory. Like, what do you even, like what could you even look like in that scene?
My lord, we're just one step away from freedom. As we pass through the gate, no one will be able to stop us.
So this hostage is useless now.
You see what I mean?
Kill him, Moktok.
Just endless brutality, a lack of care for life itself.
He's getting away. Do something, Jiao. It's just like the old days, you useless loser. Just do something.
You useless loser, so he has a lot of self-doubt here?
Maybe this Yaoqing messenger can strike a deal in exchange for his life. He can use his status to help us escape from the Xianzhou. What do you think, Mr. Jiaozhou?
Maybe agree to this now, but then do a double cross in some way?
Oh, just look at you. Falling so low.
Oh my god.
Absence. You're even negotiating with livestock.
Livestock, he says.
As far as I recall, no one from the Yaoqing would ever consider a deal with Duran's offspring.
And like he said, like his let's just be honest what it is. His absolute racism, like, knows no bounds. Like, he has no problem just like disgustingly brushing aside an entire race of people as livestock.
I've got to make this beast stay here, whether it's for the sake
Oh,
of
the
Feixiao
nervousness in his
or the
mind
Yaoqing.
even.
Deal. I certainly have more value alive.
Yep. And he, again, to kind of double, it's at least it'll delay things for a while for sure.
My identity, my knowledge of the Xianzhou, and my understanding of many things that your minions have no knowledge of. They'll all be valuable.
And this is true, by the way, if he actually did double cross them. But again, I think he's gonna, like, use this as a tactic, of course. 100%.
Lowly beast.
Oh, shut up.
Muster up that pitiful tongue of yours and plead for what remains of your life. Speak up.
I'm afraid you're unaware. The woman who defeated you, Jingli.
Oh my god!
She has recently returned to the law.
He was told not to mention her. I wonder what that's gonna do to him now. He remembers this. Look at the little smile. Look at that. The little meep. Look at him.
Your opportunity for revenge is right in front of you.
Yeah, and they were told not to mention because I think that probably drives him into a frenzy of some kind, maybe. Oh my god, emotions getting the better yet?
My lord, this slave is talking nonsense. I've never heard anything about this. May I just kill him
It's
now?
legit one of the reasons why the Yaoqing's here, because they heard Jingli returned, right?
Silence, Moktok. And you, slave. From now on, you'll
He's
stay
disgusting.
by my side. You'll only speak and move when I allow you to. Otherwise, I'll dismember you from head to tail, inch by inch. Got it?
It's just like the way he's speaking to him just like makes my skin crawl. It makes me so angry.
But my lord...
We must stay here for some time, Moktok. Fear not. Because once I step out of the prison, it's the people of the Xianzhou who should tremble in fear. I'll show them what true calamity means. Now, Duran's whelps, follow me.
Again, he does have like this like terrifying presence, but also it's one of those things where he just sickens me as well. Like his personality, like the other aspects of his personality, his presence, like he's just. It's not even just like you can't even admire him as as a cool creature at all because he's just so brutally, horribly racist and disgusting. He's horrific. He's absolutely horrific. Can we? Oh my god! Look at this crowd of. Oh my god! Look at this! All the bodies on the ground. I'm going. Oh my god! There's so many. What the hell? Look what they've done here with this. This is actually incredible. I'm glad they're showing it as an escape because that's the same image. Oh, he's right there. That's the same image I got in my head too. No way, Danhong! Wait, he blocked the door at the very least? Did he just seal us in here?
Report! After we lost contact with the shackling prison,
Oh
we
no.
received a message from a Psycrane. The prisoners have revolted, and the criminal Hoolay is nowhere to be
And that's
found.
real fear in that guard's voice, as it should be.
What about the Yaoqing messengers and the Nameless?
They're there too. They're trapped in there.
No news at the moment. We're trying to restore contact with the shackling prison as soon as possible.
I see. You're dismissed.
And it's their job to like stay calm as well, you know what I mean? But I think they're showcasing like how scared this guard is. Like is perfect. It's perfect because this is exactly the fear you would have if this happened. It would be fear in my voice if it happened.
General Huayan. It's just as we suspected. The rise of the Ambrosial Arbor was not the end of things, but the beginning.
Yeah, oh my god. Because that was just almost like that was its own complete story as well. But everything connects in this world. Nothing is truly done. Like, look, we went back to Balebog and there were still stories about the ownership of Balebog. And like how things were after everything like was settled. Stories in this world don't end because it feels like a real world.
The hand of the Ruined Legion has already sown the seeds of destruction. From this moment on, the Xianzhou Alliance will face an even greater challenge, from both the abominations of abundance and the destruction
Oh
itself.
my god, they're setting this up so much.
If this is what they want, I'm always up for a challenge.
I actually appreciate her confidence. I actually do. I really do in this moment.
As the Marshal Special Envoy, I'll dispatch the Lawfu Cloud Knights to pursue Hoolay myself.
Okay, we're already jumping into action. This is good. This is good.
Looks like the hidden dregs have finally come to the surface. And as I said before, it's time to wash them away.
That's so awesome. They started off this whole story with them investigating Jinyuan, and now they're all going to work together. After a brief devastating loss of communications, the lockdown shackling prison is once more under control. The Express Nameless may have emerged unharmed, but one of the Yaoqing envoys has been taken hostage. So yeah, Feixiao is still with Hoolay. Meanwhile, the Borisin warhead Hoolay, long confined to the depth of shackling prison, has vanished without a trace. Oh my god, that's so scary! This is incredible. This is absolutely incredible. A pursuit between the hunter and the hunted will soon play out on this edge. What? Wait. Soon?
Where there are people, there is noise.
Oh my god, when they said like it will soon play out, I was like, this is not the end, right? This is like they're setting up something else as well. Of course it's not the end, but like I thought this was just going to be like a really long quest as well. There obviously is like a part 2 to this as well. Is that Yanqing over there? I think so. This was absolutely incredible. Like the absolute journey we went on through this, like is it cannot be stated how like insane this really is. The ending point there, just that ending there when they had all the generals talking together, it really felt like, and you know, I know I use Lord of the Rings as a reference because there's Shushang's over there as well. Oh my god, Shushang's over there too. I know I use Lord of the Rings as a reference sometimes. That's just because I love the Lord of the Rings and it gives me like a great reference for like stuff that I love in media. It gives me a nice reference point for what I see in media, and I really felt that moment where it's like, you know, people around the table being like, you know, this country calls for aid and we will answer, you know, like this kind of real interesting, like amazing feeling. It gave that feeling of like everyone around a war table being like, we must ride forth, you know. It really felt like that. And in that last scene, I felt the danger of the situation. They sold it with obviously the guards, you know, being terrified. We saw the dead bodies on our way. It was swarmed to Borisin. We were running through the Borisin at that point as well. I think that was intentionally what they wanted us to do as well, because in the end we were running, trying to get to the gate. And the last thing we saw was the spear nearly hitting in between the eyes of Hoolay, but Hoolay was able to escape, and now Hoolay is now roaming a bit, you know, possibly free with Feixiao as well as a prisoner. The way they've done all this, incredible. Absolutely incredible. And like I say incredible because like I felt like such a feeling in the pit of my stomach, such a fear of Hoolay, and now I'm even more terrified of Hoolay as well and what he was able to accomplish here. But it was masterfully done in terms of writing, the way they ended this, the way they set up the next chapter, the way they made you feel like, oh my god, this isn't the end. It felt like the beginning of a saga almost, like, you know, the end of Star Wars, like the first episode of Star Wars, the ending of like the first Lord of the Rings movie. Like it feels like this like epic saga. I know it's probably gonna come to its conclusion in the next part, or maybe the part afterwards or whatever, but like it does feel like it is like heading towards something huge. And not only did they use this first part to set up things, but they set up such a like great story with the crumbs that they gave us the whole time there. But now they've made Hoolay terrifying. They've given us a clear goal of having to stop this. They've set up the idea of how scary this actually is. The fact that Jing Liu was the one who was able to stop him originally, the only one who was able to stop him originally, and she wasn't even able to kill him. Jiao Shou is a prisoner. Mose is roaming abroad as well. And also there's like this effort between all the generals to kind of like come together and be like, we have to do something. I'm not sure if this is something I can actually do, right? Let me know, because again, I know people haven't mentioned it, but just to be sure, let me know if this is like a spoiler, the cherished recollection stuff. Let me know about that as well. Special ticket. That's actually not bad. Yeah. Okay. Let me know what that is. Let me know what that is. The cherished recollection thing. I also like you get those free things every single month. So we might as well get this as well. Yeah. Let's do 5 warps. Why not? Before we talk about everything that happened in this episode. Wait. Just in case. I might hold off and do that too, so I can figure out, you can change who you can get in the pool, I think, of standard characters. We might hold off on that as well for a second as well. Okay, let's go back to the ship, the Astro Express, and have a little chat about everything that just happened. The craziness that just took place. Oh, Jade, get off my ship! Let's have a conversation about this as well. Where's the photo mode? I always like doing the photo mode here. Well, I always like, but I just, you know, started doing it, really. I think it's good. I think it's good. So much stuff happened in this episode that it really feels like weird to go back to the start, but I do want to go back to the start to talk about that stuff too, because I do think it's important at the same time too to talk about everything that led up to this as well. But we started off this whole episode with the idea of Yanqing and Yunli kind of talking about their motivations and their hopes and their dreams and their kind of like wishes for the future and why they pick up a sword and why they do all this stuff. And we got a really good insight into their characters, and again, once again, another contrast, where Yanqing basically says that he does everything he, like, in terms of his job for the general. He doesn't want to let the general down. All of it, you know, there's so much pressure in that too, because he represents the general as he's out and about. The weight of the world is on his shoulders in that sense. And because of that, he feels that pressure all the time when he, like, even when he's like walking through the city. Picking up a sword and fighting and thrusting the sword and practicing the sword and you know, beating people with the sword, defending people with the sword, makes him feel at peace. It makes him feel like it's his own thing. He doesn't see that as like a pressure or anything like that too. It relieves all that pressure. While Yunli also had like a very interesting thing she said too, which I actually thought was amazing, was that she said her life goal basically is to make sure that people who can't hold a sword shouldn't hold a sword. Or who shouldn't hold a sword can't hold a sword, I should say, because some people just don't deserve to have a weapon in their hands. And I think that's such a mature look at the world that more people in the cosmos should feel, which is like, not everyone should have a weapon. Just because you can hold a weapon doesn't mean you should have a weapon. And I feel like that relates to a lot of stuff in real life too, where like a lot of bad people are the ones that usually get the weapons and the biggest weapons. And I don't think that's a bad thing either. I think what she's going to realize, and what she probably did realize more in this episode too, is that Yanqing is someone who, like, you can not only trust with a weapon, but is one of those people that like deserves to be able to protect people, that lives to protect people, and that will grow up to only be better and better as he goes on in the future. And she saw that through like his, like, you know, his tactical nature in this episode too. I know she didn't mention it, but it did feel like that's what they're trying to showcase here, is that while Yanqing is like someone who can be a bit erratic, can be too fast sometimes. We saw that during his battle. He's also like he's very smart when it comes to like thinking on his toes, where he instantly realized that these people were not who they said they were when we followed the people, remember the ones who were Borisins, and he came up with a plan almost instantly. I love that they showcased that, because Yunli noticed this too. And while Yunli kind of poked fun of it, which again is such a fun scene as well to see her kind of like poking fun at him, like, hey, say it again, say that thing again. I think it's important to like showcase that like they all have their strengths and weaknesses, and that's why I think it's so important that when they eventually do fight, that they're going to be able to have like things that they learn from each other. I think the basic crux of it is that they always showcase here is Yunli's overconfidence, Yanqing's lack of confidence sometimes. Yanqing's very tactical nature about himself. Yunli's very brash and brazen, like forward nature that can sometimes get her into trouble in that sense. Yunli's perspective on like why people shouldn't hold a sword, and Yanqing's perspective on why he does hold a sword. Like there's all these like different contrasts and different reasons why like they can really learn something from each other. I think it's actually gonna be really great. You know, the heaviness of an attack versus the quick-footed of an attack. It's all great. Like it's so great, that relationship, and I love that they showcase this here. They followed the Borisins, realized that the Borisins were actually like people in disguise planning something clearly, and obviously what they were planning was to infiltrate the Xianxiu to set free Hoolay, and it seems that like they were planning on doing it during the actual event in itself, but instead it turned out that they decided to do it early because Feixiao arrived here as well and was going to move the prisoner. And Feixiao's like obviously fears were actually founded, I think, there as well, because obviously she had an interrogation with us too. By the way, I love the scenes. Before I move on, I love the scenes between Yunli and Yanqing. I think they're always like so amazing. I always have like such a good time watching them, because like they have such a great dynamic, and you can tell that like they're born to be best friends. They really are. They're born to be like the type of like sibling rivalry kind of good friends, but like they have like a they're like no you know what it is? It's kind of like the I think it's kind of like the Jade and Chaz type of thing from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, where it's like, yeah, they start off at their each other's necks, but like, and they will always be kind of like a little bickering with each other, but they realize each other's strengths and realize how they can help each other. And I think that's probably like the way I would equate the relationship to, and I think it's really well done. But yeah, we had the interrogation with Feixiao, which is just kind of like a formality. She doesn't believe that we've done anything wrong, but she asks us all these really cool questions. I love them using like very direct stuff here, like they did with the camera and stuff too. I said it there as well. I love the idea that they're getting us involved with the mechanics, whether it be spying or whether it be like interrogation. They showcase this, and they also like let us practice this with Scott last time, which actually does like add to the idea that like they really are really good with this like game design stuff here. Like the Honkai are really good at this. But yeah, it was a really interesting interrogation scene, and what they basically like came to the idea is that they wanted us to go into the Shackling prison to like get fully like interrogated, so they can put a pin in it and just like put everyone's mind at ease and be like, look, they didn't lie, they couldn't lie, it's over. I think that makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense in that sense too. But what they found out that there was like a suspicion of the stuff that was going on here on the Xianxiu with the Borisin, with Fantilia, that Fantilia is still, plotting around here too, that there's a secret plot going on here now, and that's why she probably wanted to get Hoolay out of there as quick as possible, because she didn't trust Hoolay to be, under that supervision at that moment, which I think is totally fair. I think it's a totally fair thing. Really, how do I say it? Really vindicated here in that sense, because I don't think it's Jin Yuan's like lack of, how do I say it? Like I don't think it's that he's like so nonchalant about it. I think it's just that you get complacent after 700 years. But since she's a Foxian and she has that like emotional history with the abuse and racism that was put towards her in this sense, like and all her people, there is this like there's a need to think about it more, and in your head you're going to think about it more, so you're always going to be thinking about like, oh, we can't let this creature escape. And now with this plan with the Borisin stuff happening, it makes perfect sense that she would want to move them. And again, Jin Yuan went along with it too, because I think he probably suspected something was going on there too. But yeah, Fantilia is involved, Hoolay obviously with this stuff too. There's a worry of what could happen here at the same time too. We got to the Shackling prison. This place is impressive. It's so impressive. Like, it's exactly what you would expect it to be with them building it up this whole time. It's cold, it's oppressive, it's gigantic, it feels like it's never ending, it feels like it's a place that you would never want to be. It's the exact type of place you would expect to bring like the worst of the worst here, so they can never see the light of day again, like Hoolay. And I think that they really did a good job of like with the architecture here, having it be in a mixture of like feeling like it was underwater, while also like having the coldness of like the stone, the beautiful architecture, while also having some technological aspects in there too. It looked amazing. And we learned like a lot of stuff about this place, like mainly that like, one of my favorite interesting aspects of how big this place could be is that if you fall, there's a legend that someone fell from the top here, and by the time they found him at the bottom, he had like aged and probably died of old age by the time he got down there, which I think is actually like such an interesting story to tell, even if it's not real. We also learned the rules that in the Shackling prison that were given about Hoolay, which I think are so interesting too, because they give us an insight into Hoolay and his actions too. Hoolay was experimenting on Foxians, treating them as slaves, and they were told basically to not mention Jing Lui because she was the one who actually defeated him, and we now know why, because it's something that he, like, even with all this calculated nature that Hoolay has, as soon as you mention like this person he wants to get revenge against, he like he sees red, and he like moves towards like the tunnel vision almost instantly. So they give all these like interesting rules and like this insight into what Hoolay did and like what you shouldn't do in the Shackling prison, what you should do in the Shackling prison. And it really drives home the fact and what they've done so well in this whole time since they mentioned Hoolay originally. They've built up the mythos and energy of Hoolay in such a terrifying way that when he was coming through that doorway in the next scene after this, it really did feel like it was more terrifying than I could ever imagine. When I saw those claws ripping through that door, it was because they built up Hoolay in such a massive way. It was because we heard the fear in those voices. We saw that amazing scene back then as well with Dan Heng, Stell, and Hanya. And what was so great about the scene was like Hanya was terrified. Dan Heng was like, terrified. They treated it very seriously. There was like a desperation of like, please get all the guards down here now, because they understood how dangerous this truly can be with the Borisins like infiltrating this place too. It was such a cool cutscene. The cutscenes that were incredible too. And of course we saw down below, the plot succeeded. They fought so bravely in that cutscene. And again, incredible cutscene, such brutality and such great choreo with the fight scenes. But in the end, it was kind of like, not futile, but it was like a situation where like he did escape. And we saw this brutal scene where he crushed Shui right in front of us and like treated her like nothing, by the way. Even like brushed her hair out of her face in such a disrespectful, invasive manner, and maybe instantly just like I already despised this creature, but I went to like from despising to a pure unadulterated hatred for this creature. It was like, because I know it sounds bad. It's like, oh, like, because like all this stuff here as well. I hope it doesn't sound bad. I mean, like, it's like I already had I already despise this creature, but it gave me more reason to despise him. Does that make sense? I'm not trying to say that like, oh, it was the brushing of the hair which was worse than the slavery. Like I'm not saying that, but I'm saying like it just adds to it. It's like more and more layers of why you hate this creature. And it was just like such a brutal and horrible scene, and I can't even get the sound out of my mind or anything out of my mind from that scene as well. When he arrived on the scene again, it's one of those things where like imposing, terrifying. I'm looking up at this thing from like my seat and I'm thinking like, this is absolutely incredible how they've done this, but also again scary as heck. I felt the feeling in the pit of my stomach the whole time he was talking, and I felt so scared for like Zhao Shou and any Foxian who was out here too, and any person on the Xian show. And we learned that it was pills that they were taking to make themselves look like Foxians, but they saw it as like a very disrespectful thing, but he didn't mind doing it as long as it meant that he could escape here as well. Kind of hypocritical in a way too, right? It's like, oh, well, I pick and choose where I get to do this. I can pick and choose where I get to like decide this. When I get to be a Foxian, I get to pick and choose when it's sacrilegious. When really it's just like there are horrible discrimination they have against the Foxians that leads them to believe this way or to think this way about everything there as well. Reading now what they set up in this final moments here, we saw like this true line of like from start to finish where the timeline events for me is they wanted to set free Hoolay, so they infected they somehow attacked the IPC ship, injected their own DNA into these machines, knowing that the IPC ships, if they attacked them close by, would get confiscated by this place and brought down into Shackling prison. And there they could release all this stuff and order this incredibly gigantic attack on this entire prison, which would then give them an in to like get down to the basement area and then setting free Hoolay. That was the whole point of this plan from start to finish. They were going to do it tomorrow, but they did it with urgency because Feixiao was actually really smart and she realized something was going on right now and she wanted to get him out of there as soon as possible. And yeah, the build up to this has been incredible and terrifying. And that's how you effectively do something. They could have, if Hoolay was that the first time we heard of Hoolay, it would have been like, oh my god, he looks so cool. But I think because of the way that they talked about him and the way that like, only one person's been able to defeat him, all this stuff too. When I saw that one claw reaching through the door, I was done. I was like, oh my god, this is horrible. And he is just like a very disgusting creature in the way he talks and the way he speaks and all this stuff too. And now we also have this plan. They had this plan. They wanted to escape from here, but on the way again, like this sea of bodies and brutality, they're really driving home the fact that this is going to be a horrible thing for the Xian show, and they did it in the like. And I know I'm not saying they should have done this. I'm not saying that I wanted this to happen. I'm saying in terms of writing, they did it in the right way because now we know what happened down here could happen on the Xian show, and this is what happened to warriors, to soldiers, to people who are trained to fight. They got brutalized to the point that in that last scene, it was so impressively done. We were running through the prison to try and get to him, and we got a glimpse of him. And Dan Heng was able to put his weapon between the door, which I think he's probably aiming for as well. But the urgency in that situation really drove home like what is going to happen here if we don't stop this creature. And then, of course, then afterwards as well, we heard the fear in the Cloud Knight's voice. They did that so masterfully as well. Like, because again, having Cloud Knight could be like, sir, the prisoner has escaped. It's like, okay, yeah, I guess they could do that. But instead having Cloud Knight being like, Hoolay is nowhere to be found. Because this is something that, like, instantly after this happens, like, you can envision the Cloud Knight being like, oh my God, what do I do? Probably, you know, again, sweating, crying, calling his family, being like, please, like, you know, are you safe and all this stuff. You know, like, I'm not calling, you know, not with telephone, but, you know, he's trying to see if his family are safe, all this stuff. You could hear that in his voice. But then I love that they also had this thing where, like, even though they're probably terrified, Feixiao, the other general as well, and Yunli all stood up to the plate. It felt like that moment, as I said, like at the end of like an episode of Star Wars or Lord of the Rings or a movie, one of the first movies or whatever, where like it's like, let's go do this, you know? It feels like that moment you're like, okay, we're stepping into action. Even though there's a terrifying thing happening, we have to step into action as well. I can't really like say how impressed I am constantly with like how like they set up things in Honkai Star Rail to the point that like the payoffs are always like impressive. I go through Honkai Star Rail always impressed with the crumbs that they leave for you. And I think you can say with Calvin that's writing, not every game does this. They don't. Some games will spring onto you like, and again, it's okay to do this sometimes. 100% it's okay to do this sometimes. If they like for example, like Fantilia kind of sprung upon us, but because of the way they did it, it was meant for the story for her to be sprung upon us. It was meant to be like, you're supposed to be shocked here. You're supposed to be in a moment where like, you felt betrayed and you felt like this whole place was a lie and that whole, you know, situation was a lie. So when Fantilia came along, it was this moment of like, oh my God. And then they did a build up afterwards of what we just did and what we just fought. That makes perfect sense. But I also think there's merits to the other side too, with what they did here, which is like building up, giving the breadcrumbs, leading you towards this, talking about how powerful this is, and then seeing it and then you go, oh my God, this is insane. I think there's merits to both sides, but they did it in a different way this time as well. Because it's when needed and it's case by case, I think, as well. But yeah, I think this is so impressive as well what they done here. I could talk for hours about how incredible this was, how terrifying this was, and how big the setup was. I think this is going to be like one of those situations where everyone's going to be stepping into action, everyone's going to be called to action. There's going to be, you know, every character we've met so far is going to have a place in this, at least like in some way, I'd say. And I hope everyone's going to be safe, because this is one of those times, again, that it feels like where I'm coming into this like terrified and worried about what could happen to my friends again. And that's how I know this game is an amazing game, is that I'm not just scared at like this crazy monster. I'm scared of what could happen to the characters in this game. And I'm not talking about just death. I'm talking about trauma. I'm talking about the being attacked. I don't care if like someone being like, if it's a situation where like, yeah, like if like, you know, I like if March gets attacked and thrown against the wall, I'm sick. I'm horrified. You know, if Don Hung gets like freaking slapped, I'd be horrified. The same with March. You know what I mean? Same with all these characters. I don't want anything to happen to them, and the game knows this. The game knows how precious these people are to us. But yeah, guys, this is a long video. But you know, it's one of those situations where it was going to be long anyway. I wasn't like, here's the thing, I have no problem like taking breaks in between episodes and stuff like this too, but I felt like I really like, you know, it was one of those situations where some more stuff was going to be happening here, and it felt like, you know, stopping in the middle of the Shackling prison means we're probably going to be mistaken for prison and be arrested too. But I love this part, and I think it's so terrifying and incredible what they've done here. Thank you so much to my patrons, and thank you so much to all of you for watching as well. Thank you to my YouTube members as well. You can check all this stuff down below if you want to check it out. Thank you to TieFire2, Jamie Bull, Jonathan Banana, The Ghost Unizuma, Felicius Felix, Yule, Radish and Usta, Lynx Markey, The Assassin, True Peanut Butter, Peter Shelson, Leon, High Kasparian, Jared Bianum, and the highest tier on my YouTube, Rollgamer7, Blasco, and Lucinagi, and I'll see you all so soon. Bye-bye.